All right, hello, and welcome to Gearworks and Godhood. This is our fourth session here with the crew of the Crimson Zodiac, and we are currently outside of Hupperduke on the Silver Quell Ridge, chasing some kobolds. The party, at Lord Percival de Rollo's request, headed to Hupperduke to find a trio of gnomes who could help him out in doing a little bit of forensic engineering, backwards engineering to find out who made the device that had been involved with Gwendolyn's abduction down into the crypts of Whitestone Castle. And it was a mission to transport the gnomes back to Whitestone, and if necessary, convince the gnomes to travel back to Whitestone, as Lord Percival had made contact with them, but was not able to actually persuade them to travel to Whitestone, given the current issues in Hupperduke, that there were kobolds who were stronger than they should be, attacking patrols outside of the city, as well as gnomes who are going missing from their homes in Hupperduke itself. Potentially related, maybe related, happening at the same time at least. And after the party went and talked to the gnomish starosta of Hupperduke, Emma Zesbach, decided to head outside of town to the location of one of the previous attacks to see if they could get a lead on these kobolds, where they're at and what they might be doing. And that was paid off when they were in fact attacked. The kobolds got the drop on the group. However, you were able to fight them off with mostly no issue. Cell did go down at one point, but was brought back up, leaving the group to figure out what the next step is. With Cell calling to the Crimson Zodiac, there was one flying kobold who was left just barely alive, headed towards wherever he was going. And with that, the Crimson Zodiac was called in to track that kobold and get the group ready to go to whatever happens next, and figuring out where they're going, what they're doing, and why they're here. So, with that, what we're going to do here is hop in. Let's change the vibe up a bit. All right, so the group currently stands around a smattering of dead kobolds around you. What we'll say is it's been a couple minutes since the ending of combat, and the Crimson Zodiac is currently flying overhead. Just to do a quick little bit of intro for where Malice and Schley, how they would enter into it. I think we're just going to play it that Malice was on the ship the whole time, came with the crew from Whitestone here to Hupperduke, but was being a quiet crew member down in their cabin. Schley, for you will say would have been in Hupperduke, and would have gotten a message from Lord Percival de Rollo. You had been in contact about being recruited into the Crimson Zodiac before this point, and when Lord Percival had contacted you, said to meet at the Hupperduke airport, and that the Crimson Zodiac would be traveling there anyways, where the crew would be able to pick you up and bring you along. And in doing so, you had made your way to the airport, or I guess the Skyport would be the proper term in Fantasyland. I was like, airport, that sounds oddly modern. Excuse me, the Skyport. Found your way to the ship and met Anania, the Arashari druid, and Skizrak, the goblin's munitions expert, who welcomed you to the Crimson Zodiac, gave you a bit of equipment that would help you out while you're on the ship here, and we're called out. We're called out to go do some tracking. So we'll just go ahead and say that Crimson Zodiac shows up, drops off Schley and Malice here, picks up Cell, who is keeping an eye on the winged kobold, and the Crimson Zodiac heads up into the air to take off to track that kobold, while you all can finish up what you would like here with the the bodies of the dead kobolds around you. In particular, the kobold inventor seems to have some movement around its body as you all are standing here. With that, though, we do have some new characters. So I'll say that Anion, Crane, Cadence, and Cores, the 4 of you were involved with the battle, but you do see the familiar form of Malice coming down from the top of the ship, and as well as a new figure, Schley. Why don't you go ahead and describe your character, and then we'll have everybody describe their character for what Schley sees.
Okay, my character is 5'11", is a moon elf, which is part of the high elves. So pale gray skin, black hair, blue eyes with gold flake in it. Stands pretty slim, only like 140 pounds, but very stoic. Thinks highly of himself.
Okay. As Schley is rappelling down from the Crimson Zodiac, we'll describe what he sees in everybody else's characters. We'll just do screen order again. We'll start with Anion.
For me, you see a 6'6" Minotaur with about medium size, almost completely black hair, fur, and very proud of himself kind of stance, very up and at him. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Crane, how about you?
He's medium size, fire genasi, about 5'8", maybe 5'9", wearing kind of a long black jacket with some like studded leather on it. He's got like bright red, fiery hair, long beard. His skin is like a crimson red with like black and gray freckles. And he is currently petting a mechanical fox, nine-tailed mechanical fox. It's about medium sized.
Cadence, you're up next.
Thank you. In front of you, you see a average height red tiefling. She's got a long rapier by her side and has some kind of inky goo dripping, black inky goo dripping from one of her hands at the moment. And with her other hand, she's clutching her side and breathing really deeply, having just given one of her healing potions to sell, but being actually pretty hurt herself. Just kind of having a look of exacerbation and tiredness on her face.
Cool. Cores.
So Cores, basically what you see is a 6'3", 6'4" Goliath, half Goliath, I guess. He has the typical like tattoos on his face. He has one across the bridge of his nose. Sort of hazel eyes, tan skin, brown hair that's longer on top, short on the sides, with a beard. Wearing really basic clothing, but pretty nice like leather jacket that he has, and then he has a short sword on one side and a spell book on the other.
Cool. And rappelling down with Schley, who I guess you would have met before, but Malice, what about you?
Hello, my name is Malice. I'm an alcoholic, wood elf that carries a certain swagger with him. I am around 6'3", 25 years old, wearing dark leather armor, and I try to be serious, but then I'm a goofball sometimes. Yeah, that's me. With a bow and arrow.
All right, so Schley and Malice, the two of you land to see the other 4 standing around with a bunch of dead kobolds on the ground.
Hello there.
Missed the fight.
Fight? Thought it was a party. What did I miss?
Don't really say anything, just kind of make a motion to all the dead kobolds on the ground.
Yikes. Where's the other guy?
You would have seen him. He just repelled up to the
Oh,
Crimson Zodiac.
okay.
You guys like high-fived on the way by.
Yeah, I like it.
Tag me in.
Did Sal leave us with the other sending stone so that way we could still be in communication with the Crimson Zodiac?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just kind of assuming that they would have to some extent at least seen, you know, the trade-off and potentially heard Sel's call to track the kobold. I'm gonna message back over to the Crimson Zodiac and just double check they've got eyes on it.
Yeah, you hear back from Captain Larazondo. Currently tracking. Sel's got eyes on them. We'll rendezvous as soon as we have a location for you.
Got it. Thank you.
Over and out.
If I see movement over by the inventor, you said it was, then I would just take up my repair and hold my sign, just be like, God damn, I thought you guys were, I thought you were dead already, and like just start limping over there to finish that guy off.
Sure. And this is the inventor. This is the one that Anion had thrown.
Yes, exactly. Normally, I would not have killed somebody just like that, especially because we were needing to talk to somebody. But if he was gored and thrown by Anion, plus everything else, it's kind of more of a mercy at this point.
Sure.
So I kind of limp over there and look to see what's up.
Is Stick Scorpion still alive? Careful.
Scorpion.
Yeah, so you limp over there, and as you do, you look and you see the body of the kobold itself is not really moving all that much. The movement seems to be coming from the cages and small little containers that it had on him at the time. The mentioned, scorpion that's tied to the end of a stick that it was using as a weapon. I would say if you're wanting to rifle through, you can roll investigation. Otherwise, you just roll a perception check.
Okay. I will do a perception check because if he has one scorpion, he might have more, and I can't really afford to lose out on some health points right now. So let's see, perception. That'd be 18.
18, super good. So you can see a variety of things here. The biggest thing is that on its back, it had a. That's the biggest cage that you can see. There is a skunk that looks like it's maybe a little hurt from the throw, but is still alive and in this cage on the back of the kobold. You do see that there's a bag on the belt that seems to have like some buzzing kind of bzzz you hear now that you're close to buzzing coming from it. You see the scorpion on the stick. You see that there is some kind of ceramic pot on its belt as well as it has a basket of centipedes that is hanging off of the cage.
Are you making any of this known to anyone else? Because I wasn't over there. But
I was gonna say I would immediately call Anion over and just be like, Anion, I think you can take care of this. And then Kid just sheathes her rapier and walks away to kind of tend to her wound and regroup.
Well, looking slightly upset that in his rage he threw what appears to be a bunch of animals at this point. Anion's going to look at the group. Do we need any of these? Do we need any of these, or I'm gonna let him go? Anything important?
No, I don't believe so, man. Feel
Can you
free.
like let him go over there? Just like point in the distance.
I can try, and I'm going to drag the body, as nice as I can without, screwing with the animals, and I'm going to pick up the scorpion on the stick from the farthest end of the stick,
Okay.
and take it a little ways away and start releasing them.
Okay. Give me just a general, because it's like it's tied to the end of the stick here. You do have to, get that tie off the end of the stick if you want to release it. Could you just give me a general dexterity check
Oh yeah, I'm good at that.
as a minotaur?
I'm real good at that, guys. Oh no. That's a 5.
A 5. Okay, got it. So let's see here. So you do get the scorpion untied from the end of the stick. In doing so, though, you do actually take a sting of the scorpion's tail as it stings out at you. You aren't able to dodge quickly enough with your large minotaur fingers. So you do take 1 piercing damage, and then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh yeah, I am ever so slightly better at that. That's not 20.
A nat 20. Okay, you only take 1 point of poison damage.
Oh yeah.
So not much, but the scorpion does leave its mark on you.
I did want to hold on to the skunk.
Right? Yeah, the skunk's in a cage, so you are able to do so if you just wanted to cut the cage off and keep it in the cage. Sure.
What does it look like? It's a little messed up because of the throw, or
Oh, for
was
sure.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It got thrown 20 feet into another kobold.
Does anyone? Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna let
Does
that
it
guy
look
go.
seriously hurt? Like it's like kind of limping on its front foot. I mean, it's not like
Okay.
dying,
Well,
but
yeah, he's gonna feel even worse and let it go now. Yeah.
You said you're gonna let it go?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
can't
Go ahead.
hurt it
This
and then
one.
keep it.
This one, there's not really much concern about stinging or anything. This one, go ahead and roll me an animal handling check.
14.
A 14. Okay, got it. Let's see. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah. So you let it out, and it kind of looks at you. It kind of turns and it looks at you very like apprehensively, like it's very scared of you. It starts to move away. It's kind of limping away, but it starts to move away and doesn't try and spray you or anything.
Yes. Any other animals?
There's some buzzing in a bag.
I'm just gonna keep the bag with me. I don't feel like that's a good idea to release.
Buzzing in it. You can add to your inventory a bag of buzzing things.
Oh yeah. And I heard there were some centipedes.
Yes, there were some centipedes as well. Those were attached to the skunk cage. Those are kind of just in a little ceramic pot also. Living as well.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna release the centipedes too.
Okay, yeah, easy enough. That one is a little less potentially damaging than the scorpion on a stick. So you are able to do that, no problem. You let out quite a few of them. More of them come out than it seems like at first. You're like, wow, that's a surprising amount of centipedes. Okay, got it. But yeah, you're able to do that. They disperse, no problem.
And if that's all the animals, I forget. Gonna talk to Cadence. Was there anything else more important on the body?
I don't know. Can you bring it back now that you've made all of those things go away?
All right, I bring the body back, and hope
Okay.
they don't hear the buzzing.
Yeah, no, seems to be good.
I'd like to do an investigation, at least on that one, if not on more of the bodies. I don't think we'd had a moment yet to do that.
Yeah, if you want to
Yeah.
roll an investigation, yeah.
I was going to search bodies as well.
Okay, we'll do. You guys can roll investigation checks, see what you find.
Can I do like an Arcana check on the bodies to see if there's any magic on them that would make them so much stronger than they would be?
Oh, nice. Yeah, go ahead and roll an Arcana check as well, along with those.
I got a 19 investigation.
Nice.
I got a 9.
I got an 18 investigation.
So 2 high investigations. So, for the Arcana check, it's hard. You don't find anything in particular that is overly explanatory about what's going on here. They do have wings. It was told to you guys that some of them could fly without wings. These in particular do have wings, so it doesn't really lend any information as to why that might be happening otherwise. But you do see that the ones who were flying did have some kind of magical scepter of some sort, like a rod. Seems very basic, not like it's even really casting a full spell. It just seems almost like a blast of magical energy. Beyond that, you don't see much in terms of trying to determine why they might be more powerful or have some of these extra abilities or things to do, other than that, hey, these 4 were holding magical items, even if they were lower level ones. Cores, what you find among the other ones who were killed here, you guys do find a total of 17 gold, which is surprising at all to find a coin purse on the Kobold. But there were 2 of them. It was spread out between 2 of them. One had 10, one had 7. Just a very you expect that to find that on humanoids, not on kobolds at all. Beyond that, you find there were like 2 short bows as well, a quiver of arrows on each of them for 20 arrows, 2 quivers, 2 short bows, a bunch of arrows.
Can I take some blood to sell it in town to that one chick?
Yeah, you can get some kobold blood, man, for sure. Yeah, that's right. You actually made an exclusivity deal, I believe, with selling poison.
Sure did.
Yeah, so for sure, yeah. If you want to collect some kobold poison, you can absolutely do that. There's kobold blood, is not poisonous. So.
Yeah.
Cords, you do also find the scepters themselves very basic. Essentially, they just shoot out a blast of magical energy that deals 1d6. There are 4 of them. They deal different types of energy. So, just very, very basic little scepters. Cadence, you find the Kobold Inventor has just tiny little tinkering items, like some nuts and bolts and wire, just little things like that. Seems like they've used some of it for some of the stuff that they had on them for the animals. But you do find also a vial of alchemist fire.
Thank you. Clearly these bodies seem to be showing indicators of increased intelligence, which we already kind of knew based on the reports that we were getting. Is there any way that I could essentially, basically, Brianna, the player, is wondering if there's any association between these kobolds and the missing gnomes. And I don't know if there's anything that I could do to try and glean any additional information beyond what we've already done.
I would say the investigation check is kind of what it would be rolled into.
Okay.
I would say with those investigation checks, nothing in particular.
Okay, thank you.
Essentially, the fact is that it's more about tracking the one who flew off rather than necessarily finding something on the kobolds who were out here, out and about. I
Totally.
would say, in terms of memory, there wasn't any specific connections that was known about the disappearances and this. So I would say nothing currently that you see connects, other than the fact that it's just odd that these kobolds are operating in the way they are.
Okay. Yeah.
Can
Thank
I roll a check just to kind of see why they were here?
I guess, how would you determine that? What
I guess basically looking for anything that is out of place other than them, or trying to figure out whether they were here for a purpose or whether they were just kind of here to jump on whoever.
I mean, yeah, if you want to roll an investigation or perception check for the area too, to see if there's anything you can find off of the bodies on a separate roll, you can roll that, sure.
Well, probably not. That's a 3.
3, yeah, hard to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're looking for things, but then you keep looking back. Oh, I hope the skunk's okay. And then you go around and looking. There's a rock. It's a big ass rock. Like, it should be, real hard to lift. And everybody looks over and sees you just lift it, no problem. Nope, nothing to there. Drop it. God, skunk okay. All right, and then so you're a little distracted.
Maybe we should scout the surrounding area.
Sounds good. Should we do anything with the bodies?
That's a good question. I mean, do we like burn the bodies? What do you guys? What do you want to do with the bodies?
Does anyone have any way to contact the head lady?
I'm gonna kick one of their tooths out and take it with me.
Yeah, sure.
I think maybe we should just leave these here and report it to the Sarosta. And then she can have her guard do additional investigations if they wish. They have likely greater context for this area too, and might be able to know, even without investigating, potentially why they might be out in this region. I think we should just leave them where they are for now.
Sounds good. We should probably go do the perimeter check, as it seems the longer we stay here, the less intact they're going to be. Kind of side-eyeing Malice.
I'm going to start looking around, seeing if there's any tracks, common use paths, stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead and roll a survival check for that one.
I would
Did you
also
say
like to
a
help
perimeter
that.
check?
Yeah, perimeter check.
Can I help them out on that?
Yeah, you can help out. Of course, if you want to roll with advantage on that.
You just want me to look out for more danger?
I rolled a 12.
12, okay, got it. With the 12, you're able to see that there are some kobold tracks that have moved into the area. They didn't all fly in. Not all of them had the ability to fly. They seem to be going in the general direction that the other one retreated from. That's with the 12. That's about it at that point. Yeah.
All right. Well, say we head in that direction.
Shalay, what about you?
Yeah.
Anything you're doing here at this point?
I'm kind of just standing off on the side, just kind of watching the group, getting to kind of feel everybody's presence, and see if it's, if I can trust them, I guess.
Okay, got it. Being the new guy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Would
got
you
it.
say you're being standoffish?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Still kind of standing off to the side with my nose up.
as soon as I'm given a direction to go, and I notice him, I walk over to Schley, put my arm around his shoulder, and come on, friend, let's go. Let's go have an adventure and get to know each other. And I start.
I'm gonna walk ahead of everybody and use my, let's see, my ranger skills to see if I can find something. Just be on the lookout.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and for front, Malice is taking the lead there. Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check, see if you see anything.
Oh,
Sorry. $11.
11. You're able to see the Crimson Zodiac off in the distance, and you can see them kind of doing a circling movement over something, and they start to turn and fly back in your guys' direction. Beyond that, it's mostly just kind of standard. So you guys are, to describe to the two players who weren't here last week, you guys are in a very bottom of a mountain range type of environment. There are some trees and bushes and shrubs around here, but a lot of rocky outcroppings, crags, loose rocks and gravel. Kind of goes in between dirt some places, rock some places. So it is kind of a kind of light forest setting.
This place is gorgeous.
Yeah.
As we're walking, it occurred to me, and I pull out the little bag of buzzing. It's like, I took this, by the way, and it didn't seem like a good idea to let it open, seeing as how I don't know what it is. Can one of you magic people do like a check on it or something before I don't know, explode something?
Does it just sound like bugs? Like it's just like a bees or something?
Oh yeah, it's like a bag of wasps for sure.
Without using any actual magic, I'll just wave my hand around it, and it's like, I'm pretty sure it's bees. It's yeah. I'm feeling bees. Maybe wasps.
That's a hell of a grenade.
So I shouldn't let them out. Gotcha.
No.
Throw it at somebody else later. Not near any of us.
Starts playing hot potato.
Oh boy.
I would say if you're playing
hot potato, yeah, if you're playing hot potato, give me a dexterity check with it. No, not okay. All right.
I was like, oh no.
Like you throw that bag of wasps at me, bro, you're gonna regret throwing that bag of wasps.
My character's dumb. My character's not that dumb.
So Malice, you're the first to see the Crimson Zodiac fly over and kind of hang up over the top of the group. Cadence, being the holder of the Sending Stone, get a message from Captain Larazondo. I think we have a spot. Seems that they went into a hole in the ground a ways away from here. They covered it up afterwards, but I think we can take you there.
All right, Captain. And then just signal for everyone to keep moving forward.
Okay.
How far away is it?
Not super far. Malice was able to see the Crimson Zodiac in the distance. It's kind of a situation where if you wanted to fly over there, the ship's right above you right now, and you could. Otherwise, walking distance wouldn't be more than half an hour or so if you wanted to go that way.
I would love to see if we can go up on the ship to see if they have any healing stuff. Personally. But that's me.
Yeah, I was gonna bring it up if we needed to do a rest or something.
All right. Well, Batman style, I still have my arm around Schley. I use my grappling hook. I'm gonna take him with me.
Does this ship have a bar?
It
Oh, yeah.
has, yeah, there is booze on there. Yeah.
Are you serious? Let's go.
Yeah, man. All right, so it sounds like everybody is heading back up to the Crimson Zodiac here. For Schley, this would be a semi-new experience for you, and I'll get with you on adding the specific. Actually, if you want to search Crimson Zodiac and in the inventory and add those 4 items, there's a description for all of those if you want to check out what they do. But Now we'll say that the 6 of you, 3 on each side of the ship, kind of hit the button on the belt, and the hook rises up to the corresponding hook on the ship, and you all are pulled up to the deck of the Crimson Zodiac. The ship is certainly a safe place to rest if you all would like to take a rest here in the meantime.
Yeah, I think that's much needed.
Yeah, that scorpion really messed me up.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I think I've seen enough.
Yeah, I took a couple arrows to the chest. I'd like to get a short rest soon.
Get it. So for some of you, you're kind of patching up after the fight, getting ready to investigate this kobold hole and whatever it leads to. Some of you, sounds like, are finding the place for booze. Malice, you would know that there is a small little dining hall area here. There is some cupboards with food. It's kind of categorized. You've got more fresh ingredients, then you've got the more longer staying ingredients, and then like hardtack and stuff. But there is an area where there's some booze. Captain Larizonda is a wine connoisseur, but there are some harder drinks here as well, if that's what you're looking for.
You had me at booze. I'm on my way.
Okay. Yeah, you head down there. I would say nobody is in there currently, but there is open cupboard. It's next to the one with the baked goods from the Slayer's Cake. You open it up. Wine on along the bottom shelf, and then mostly harder stuff up top. Not a lot of
Whiskey?
ales. Yeah, yeah, whiskeys. Yeah, not a lot of ales. I would say there's a lot of efficiency on the ship, and if you're trying to get drunk, liquor's a little more efficient for that. So it seems that there is some wine for the captain's tastes, but there is some of the whiskey that was at the Hero's End.
Say less.
Yeah, so if you want to grab some of that, you can absolutely do that.
I would love to. And then on my way out, I would like to steal a bottle.
You'd like to steal a bottle. I mean, if you want to take them, they are for the crew. If you want to,
free?
in your head say I'm stealing it, then you can steal it. But this is provided for you with the intent that they would be restocked when you head
Well, I'm
back.
going to make it look like I'm stealing it anyways.
Okay, you just kind of look around.
Yeah.
Just quietly slide it into your bag.
It's the good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. You can grab some booze. Anything else that anybody is doing?
Patching up my wounds, eating pastries, no booze, but definitely like angrily, frustratingly, and painfully eating pastries to try and help me feel better.
Where's Cadence located? Like, do
The
I see
pastry
pastries?
closet.
Do I see
guess
Yeah.
pastries?
Made her way down to the dining hall.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
my next stop. Getting some pastries.
Cool. I just hand you a fistful of pastries.
Thank
just-
God. Thank you.
Yeah, I feel it.
Booze and sweets.
You mind tossing me one of those bear claws?
I toss you 4 bear claws, bro.
Sweet.
Yeah. Like, normally when Cadence eats them, it's like, oh, how decadent. And this time it's like she's in a lot of pain, so it's almost like just shoveling them in to try and, I used 3 of my hit die and I got almost back up to full health. And I'm going to say that at least one of those hit die was fully just because of the pastries.
Have some whiskey. That'll help.
No, that's a later thing for me.
Yeah, and Cadence, you recognize the green tier whiskey. Quite strong stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been a few days, but a little bit of the pastry comes back up for a second, and then I'm good. I'm remembering my hangover of the other day.
What's
Yeah,
the
I'm pretty
hangover?
much just healing and resisting the urge to open the bag.
Okay. Got it. Like a teenager looking at a Tide Pod, you just
Yeah.
have to resist the urge.
I don't know. As a teenager, I didn't really have to resist that urge. But I forget what's my what is my hit dice?
If you click on short rest, it will bring up the menu that shows you all the options. You can mark it in there as well.
Aha.
I believe for barbarian it should be 1d12.
Yes.
Am I able to cook during a short rest? Or is that like an active?
No, that's fine. I'll say when you're on the ship, it's fine. It's kind of a. I mean, you guys aren't in a place where you're worried about things happening. I think that's fine. Flavor's free. Mechanically, it doesn't change anything. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Oh, I did have some fresh strawberry, or not strawberries, raspberries. So we'll try to make something with that.
Okay. I'm trying to make like a dessert dish or something that's savory but incorporates the raspberries.
Probably another sort of like pastry.
Okay.
Since everybody devours those.
Yeah, go ahead and make a cooking check.
All right, I can't remember how to do that.
Wisdom plus proficiency.
14.
14. Yeah, pretty good. I mean, you work at the Slayer's Cake, and so you see everybody enjoying all the pastries and Cadence throwing the bear claws around 4 at a time. And you just kind of think in your head, these mofos, they're going to go through these pastries by tonight. And so you kind of spend an hour making some not exactly the pastries that are there, but a baked good that incorporates raspberries. It is a nice addition to supplement the Slayer's Cake goods that are on the ship.
Fantastic. I'm just going to leave those out for whoever wants some.
I want some.
So do I.
Yeah.
I
When Cadence takes a bite of it, it's just like a squeal of delight. And like that's when she seems to like kind of settle down. Like, okay, like I've had these other ones and like so I can just go through them quickly and like not even super appreciate them at the moment, but this is like a totally different taste. So I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna savor this a little bit more.
Now, where's the meat?
There is meat on the ship. Oh, sorry. Were you asking Corzat for a conversation, or are you asking where's the meat?
Anybody? Like, is there meat on the ship? Like food?
I was going to say, well, I mean, you're the ranger, right?
Oh, okay.
Just go get some meat.
Yeah, I guess I'll go look.
Okay,
I mean,
well, everybody's
kind of
resting.
have a. Oh, I mean, if you're going to do it now. I mean, you didn't fight, so you should be pretty well energized.
You don't know what I was up to.
Okay, so you want to go try and grab something real quick while everybody's resting?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You jump off the ship and get that hook on and descend down.
I'll go with them.
Okay, yeah, for sure. So Schley and Malice, the two archers, head off the ship and off to go look for some game to hunt. I'll say both of you can roll a survival check, or one of you can roll with advantage for tracking some game here.
What's your survival like? I got +2.
Mine is also +2.
You can go ahead if you want.
Uh, 15.
15.
Yes.
Okay. 15 is enough, and you guys are in a very very lush area, generally speaking, kind of light forest. You guys are, with a 15, are able to find a couple deer that are walking around just eating on some of the shrubs here. Yeah, you can find that, sure.
Let's take them down.
Yeah. How far are they from us?
At this point, probably 150 feet or so.
Okay. Can I put the hood of my elven cloak, or the cloak of elven kind on, so that way
Yeah.
I have to stealth from them and sneak up on them?
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'd like to get within at least 80 feet,
Okay.
so I can take a shot with a short bow.
Okay, got it. Malice, you see Schley kind of sneaking in to get a little bit closer with a short bow. What I'll say is, if you guys are coordinating, there's a couple deer here. If you both want to make an attack roll, we'll just see how that
Yeah.
rolls. Schley, because you're hiding, let's have you roll with advantage.
I got 16.
Okay.
Nine.
9. Okay.
9.
9. If it's gonna be a 9, I gotta check. Okay, so Malice, you shoot and go a little wide. Schley, you are able to make the hit. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Sorry, bro. That's the whiskey.
So with this, am I getting my sneak attack?
You were hidden beforehand. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
actually have you roll a stealth check, but generally I'd have you roll a stealth check. And if you're hidden beforehand, then you do get to add sneak attack. So go ahead and roll your sneak attack damage also.
Okay. Nine, 17.
17. That's plenty. You take down the deer, no problem. Just the arrow goes straight through the heart, and it drops. There are another 3 with it that start to run off in the distance.
Do any more than just one?
That's up to you guys.
So as they start to run, do they get any further?
Yeah, I'd say so. They could go, if they're just running, they'd go their distance and then some for taking off. If the two of you wanted to shoot at those running away, I'd say both of you can roll a disadvantage to try and hit the ones running away. Same for you, Malice, if you want to roll a disadvantage to hit another one.
Okay, let's see.
Mine is a 12.
Okay.
How do I do it with a disadvantage?
If you right click, you can choose the option to do disadvantage, and then it'll check it, and then you hit roll.
15.
15. Okay, got it. So Schley, you just miss. So you hit, you kind of reload one, go back, and you shoot, but it bounces off a tree and deflects at last minute without actually hitting. Malice, you do hit. Go ahead and roll damage on yours to see if you're able to get that one.
Did you hear
No, what was it?
that? 5.
5. That's one over what you needed. With the long shot, you raise your longbow and take a shot, and just, and you see it kind of go head over heels, fall over, and you guys now have 2 deer that you felled for meat for the Crimson Zodiac.
Too easy. Ready to go?
Yeah. Are we just gonna carry the whole deer? Or are we gonna skin them or what?
Yeah, I just want to take the meat. But it'd be more safe to skin them on the ship, right?
Yeah, probably.
Or like
Somebody
one of
else
us does like an Overwatch.
We can just take the whole deer.
How will we? Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So you guys drag
Why don't
the
we get
deer
whole
back.
deer up?
Oh, that's what I was going to bring up now. This is going to be fun now. So, so you guys get to
It's
the
gonna
Crimson
fly over the
Zodiac
ship.
here. I mean, essentially, if you want, you could try and hold on to them while you get pulled up. But we'll have to roll a strength check about
Sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
it. Having the two archers roll strength checks to see if they can hold on to something. Yeah, you guys get there. Let's have you each roll a strength check. Let's do it to see if you can hold on to the deer just this first time. Just grab it and just muscle it up.
Oh Lord.
18.
I got a 14.
Nice. All right. Yeah. You guys just kind of, all right, we're going to do it. Maybe you guys each grab like a rope and kind of wrap it around in a way that allows you to kind of just hold it. Like, it doesn't matter if you're going to be able to do it or not. You're forced to do it. And it brings you up and you feel fire in your shoulders as you get quickly pulled up to the top of the ship. And the other four who are there see Malice and Schley and two bloody deer carcasses thrown onto the deck of the Crimson Zodiac.
Whew. Anybody know how to skin these?
I guess I could skin them.
Is that survival or what check is that?
I think to skin them, I'd have it be like a dexterity check.
Oh, then I can do that. You should have me do that.
If you're not proficient in like
What do you have?
leather working, though, I wouldn't have it be proficiency. Also, just dexterity.
Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, I mean, there's
I
a
got
little bit of time if Schley and Malice wanted to start trying to skin these deer on the deck here. I assume both of you guys have daggers at least.
Yes, I have two. He can borrow one if he needs.
Don't we have a cook, like a chef on the ship?
I was gonna say, from my time growing up in the woods, would I be able to assist?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Give a little
for sure.
help action there.
I was gonna ask the same question.
Like, hey man, if you cut there, you know, like.
Crane and Corey see two deer carcasses and just come over and start backseat.
They're just
butchering.
watching over us.
He's not trying to get any blood on him. He'll let them do that.
All right, yeah. If you guys want to roll the dexterity checks at advantage, Slay and Malice roll dexterity checks at
Oh,
advantage.
I don't even. I just rolled a 19. I have +7, so 26.
Okay.
I guess I can.
20.
19 and 20. All right. So I mean, yeah, you guys now have some untanned deer hide. You know, you might want to. It's still a little gross, but you have some untanned deer hide that you can add to your inventory. Each of you can add one of those if you'd like. There is now a skinless or two skinless deer carcasses here on the deck. Or we could say if you guys are trying to go for the meat too, that you got them butchered.
I high five Schley and say
Yeah,
you make a great team.
I was going for the meat cuts too.
Okay, got it.
For the 26, I mean.
Nice. Okay, got it. Yeah, you guys are good to go.
Would Anonia want the extra viscera for down below? Or is that like getting thrown off the ship?
Are you asking her? Are you asking her?
I'm just observing to see if she's like, oh yeah, that'd make great feed for the ship.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. She would stop whoever is going to throw anything overboard and be like, we can compost that.
Hell yeah.
Just
all right.
being out in the woods and getting hit with that shit if we threw it over the edge.
Dude, like a 200-foot fall of like fucking deer skin. Bow.
Just get fucking destroyed. Right.
All right, so everybody can mark a short rest.
Hell yeah.
If you haven't already.
Does anybody else have dark vision? I'm just assuming when we go underground, we should link with somebody with dark vision.
I actually think I don't have it.
You have a lantern?
Probably not. Let's see. Oh, I have a torch.
I also have a torch.
Okay. So, as you all finish resting and prepping meat for the next couple of days, I guess. More than that, it'll be a few days if you can preserve it, but at least. But that being said, Captain Larizondo takes the Crimson Zodiac to a few hundred feet off of where the hole was. Cell off on the deck points it out, but says that he's still not feeling up to the fight and is not able to fully heal as well as he had hoped from the last one. Him being a cleric, you guys aren't really sure why, but he decides to stay back, and if everybody else is ready, can hook up and rappel down to the ground here outside of on the Silver Quill Ridge.
And so remind me, the equipment that we used, like the fall guard and the grappling bracer, those are refunded once we get back on the ship, yes?
Correct. So if you use Featherfall, then when you go back on the ship, there's basically a little kind of station where you can go get another one of those to put back into the fall card. Yeah, so those replenish when you go back to the ship.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna rappel down.
I will join you.
I am as well.
Samesies.
Everybody rappels down as you're all leaving. Captain Larizondo kind of, we'll be close. Let us know if you need anything. Everybody rappels down, and the Crimson Zodiac takes off. Not far, but gets some elevation quickly. And you are all here, very similar area to where you were at, but you do know just a couple hundred feet away is a hole, probably about not much more than 10 by 10 feet. But Larizondo did say that it had been covered up a bit.
I was just going to say if we could try and roll a perception check to see if we can see the disturbance, to see if we can see where the hole is.
I'll say go ahead and roll a perception check with advantage because you do know the spot. You just need to go and actually look at it.
I got 11. Oof.
11. I'd say that's enough. It takes a little bit of time to find it, but after about 10 minutes or so, probably about from 100 feet away, you spot. Oh, there it is.
Is it like a clearing kind of deal? Like there's not a lot of trees, or
There are
like
some trees around it. Yeah, it looks pretty normal overall. It's not a clearing. It looks like this is just where the hole was. There are definitely some trees, rocks, rocky outcroppings, some kind of sharp, jutting, jagged rocks out there. Yeah. What you were able to find ultimately was that the dirt around the brush that has been covered back up is a little bit different color. It's a little bit like darker, kind of in a different shade, like it had been dug up or pushed out from underneath.
Can we start digging?
I would definitely like to kind of hang out in the back of the group.
Okay.
Cadence is pacing around, and if anyone would like to roll an insight, they're welcome to. If not, that's fine.
Sure, I'll do it.
Can we roll an insight?
Yeah, insight is kind of the ability to tell what other people are feeling, if they're lying, things like that.
Oh, hey,
I
look at
guess-
that. Natural 20.
Cool. I was gonna say she wouldn't be saying it, and so that's why I wanted to give the flavor of it, but also she's not gonna just announce to people. So of course, you can tell by the way that she's looking at the hole, she is not really comfortable about this. You gather that she might be a little claustrophobic, and so she's kind of pacing around and just giving good supporting affirmations to people about what they're doing. But is trying not to think about the next steps of going down. But yeah, to everyone else, she just seems a little antsy.
Okay. Glancing around, do I see tracks leading anywhere else? Like there could potentially be another way in, or is it just kind of undisturbed?
Yeah, go ahead and roll survival check for that one.
Also, while he's doing that, how big is the hole?
About 10 by 10. It's not perfectly square, but it is about 10 by 10. Yeah, generally.
It'd be fun for me.
It's a 21 survival.
21, nice. So there are some footprints around here. It does look like this seems to be a central location for in and out. You see them going in different directions, mostly from where you're at, mostly in the direction towards Hupperduke. Not many away from the hole. It looks like if there's footprints on the other side, the other direction, it's moving into rather than away from. I would say with the 21, you do also notice not just footprints, but man, I guess based on your background in that role, you see the trails of large snakes going into and out of the hole.
Oh. Well then. Yeah, definitely gonna point that out to everyone. Not sure if we would want to use this hole or look for a different entrance.
I want to use
Unless
that
you
hole.
guys unless you guys like large snakes in side places.
How large is a large snake?
Would I be able to tell? Like maybe like at least like obviously probably not the length, but the
15
width.
feet long.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh,
I'm not going in
wow. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on this hole.
there.
I'm
gonna kill
find
it.
The moment he
Okay,
said like
all
15
you.
feet, I'm nah.
That's all you, man.
Anion, you like snakes, yeah?
I'm more of a dragon person myself.
This is like working your way towards it.
Yeah, you got to build up, man. You can't just jump straight to dragon. You got to be friends with a snake. first.
We're talking like lizards, 15-foot snakes, then dragons. You know.
Exactly.
Okay, well, surely
Is it
you
a
guys wouldn't
poisonous
steer me
snake?
wrong. You guys seem confident, and he goes into the hole.
Do you know if it's poisonous?
Oh no.
Oh, Anion will tell us.
Yeah. That's fine. Sure.
I'm not kidding. He's going into the hole. He's super good.
I'm going
And
in.
He was told this was a good way to get to dragons.
I'm gonna send Kip with him if he's jumping in the hole, but I'm
Okay.
gonna hang out at the top.
And
And
Malice,
in
I
my-
heard you're going in too. You're just jumping in.
I'm drawing blood. I'm going in.
Okay.
At seeing that, Cadence really doesn't want to. She's kind of creeping closer and closer, kind of being like, okay, even though this is my own personal hell, like she's worked with enough teams where it's like you don't leave people hanging, and so she's like really trying to psych herself up for it. She's really just real trying. A lot of strange movements coming from her as she's trying to like physically get her body ready to like go very largely against what her mind is telling her and screaming not to do. So,
It'll be
Okay.
fine.
sure.
Do we see any kind of
Oh,
light coming from the
right.
hole?
No, you don't see light coming from it. No,
Fantastic.
definitely not. Yeah.
Can I jump in there and announce what I see with my dark vision?
I guess what I should ask at this time: are you jumping in at the same time as the other two? Because if not, then
Yeah.
we need to resolve what they're doing first.
Yeah, no, I'm jumping in with them.
All right. So.
I want to try to talk to
Or
it
is
first.
it
He's
Crane?
laughing.
Kind of hanging out a little bit, and the other three jump down into this tunnel here.
Maybe I can become friends with it.
That's my plan.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and talk to it first. If that doesn't work, then we'll kill it.
Oh boy, this is gonna be super interesting.
This is gonna be fun.
So like
Man.
as they jump in, I'm gonna hand Cadence a potion.
Okay. What kind of
And
potion?
Just a regular potion of healing. It's
Regular
the
potion of healing.
2d4 one.
Now, what I'll ask then to set this up is, are the other four near the hole? How is that playing out?
God, I hope they wouldn't have
What?
gone away.
Three jumped in, 3 are up top.
3 jumped in, 4 up top. Oh yeah, sorry, 3 and 3. So we got 4 or 6 total.
I still have my cloak on, so Am I hidden when I jump in?
I sent Kate too.
Oh, that's right. You did.
That's right. It's in Kick too. Okay.
Well, as I see them jumping in, I'm going to I'll hand her the potion, and then I'm gonna light this torch. I would tell her and be like, "Hey, look, if it makes you feel any better, I can't see down in there, and I'm gonna jump."
That actually does make her feel better because she definitely can. So, okay. At this point, she still hasn't gone in, but she's kind of like, I'd say like 5 to 8 feet away from the hole at any given time of her like random pacing and like trying to like, okay, I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen. Going in. Yep. Right after this.
Okay. And Crane, how about you? You're staying up top as well.
Fuck, I don't like snakes.
It'll be fine, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
going in.
The water's warm.
So we have the original three going first, and then very quickly after Kors and Crane, with Cadence kind of sitting and waiting.
I'm
Does
gonna draw
anyone
one of
speak
my.
Infernal?
What?
Does anyone speak Infernal?
Negative.
Nah.
Okay.
Speak primordial.
Well, okay. And no one understands, but you just hear like a guttural growl from the top, and then Cadence comes in too.
Okay, got it. With that, as you all land with the sound of 6 people, 2 of them being a half Goliath and one of them being a half Goliath and a Minotaur, you land in a very tunnel-like room that opens up a bit. From here, there's a small entrance into another room, and you all have just enough time to look over and see 4 kobolds riding on snakes that have armored helmets that seem to have a small, sharp horn on them and flames coming off of them. Time to roll initiative.
Hell yeah.
I rolled 21.
God, why? I rolled a 2.
Lucky number 7.
12 for Kors. All right, so we got 12 for Kors. How about Crane?
17.
Cadence?
13.
Malice, I got 7.
Yep.
Anion?
2.
Schley?
21.
21, all right.
Decent spread.
Somebody want to trade dice with me?
Sometimes I want to trade these dice with my Breck dice, but then I'm like, nah, I can't do that to these dice.
I do
Yeah.
the same thing. I don't touch those ones.
I play my dice based off the character, and I cannot think of a single character. You remember those like dragon dice I showed you? I have no idea who I would want to play with those.
My dice are all Seahawks colored except Crane's.
Right now I'm using the my aluminum ones, which apparently you can only see if I'm moving them.
How do you ride a snake?
Saddle.
Mine are like cotton candy looking dice. Sometimes I look at them and I'm like, I kind of want to eat that.
Just looks like a what is it? Ah shit, having a brain fart. Little gummy burst things. Gushers.
Like a Gushers?
Gusher. Yeah. That's the word I was looking
We
for.
all came to it at the same time.
Did you say goblin or kobold?
Kobolds.
Oh, shit.
On snakes with horns.
Do the snakes have horns, or does the kobolds have the
The
horns?
snakes
Snake
are
had horns.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought.
And they're on fire.
I thought he said there were kobolds wearing like little
Oh,
Helmets
or
with horns.
something.
Oh, I thought the snakes had the helmets with horns.
Yeah, I think
I can give you guys a little audio
I was even more
breakdown here while I'm
terrified of the
setting
snakes,
up.
man. I was like, fuck.
So the snakes have on helmets. They seem to be
Oh,
wearing
okay.
helmets.
Snakes.
The helmets have a bladed horn on the helmet. The kobolds have those also.
Oh, everybody gets a helmet. It's the Oprah of helmets.
You have to play snake jazz while we're doing this.
Snake jazz is my jam.
If anybody talks to them, they have to prolong their S's.
Sorry for the delay here. You guys jumped in, and I had set up the field for if you had not. So
He said, "No way they just jump in."
Well, they told me some things, so.
I think I need to change some of those expectations.
I realized that Anion has far more faith in the things that we say than I thought he did.
He's like, "Yep, that checks out."
Really gets to know somebody after one fight, I guess.
Well, let's put it this way. In my description, I have like 3 words that encompass what I am. One of them is gullible, so. Yeah,
Definitely gonna use that later.
go for it.
Okay, Cadence in the back there. She jumped last. And we have a Goliath-sized cores this time. Although I do still need to paint. All right.
Who's a big boy?
So we are in a small cavern room here. This music is far too peaceful.
Do you have aggressive?
Nah, it's fine.
Oh, let's go. Let's go here. Let's do it. You guys jump straight in. We're doing this one. All right. Starting off at the top, Schley, you are first here, sir. This is going to be you, standing next to the Minotaur and in between Kip. We got the first line of people here. We got Malice, we have Anion, we have Schley, Kors, Crane, and Cadence.
Can I roll stealth to see if I'm stealth with my cloak or not?
So right now, even with the cloak on, you are kind of just line of sight after having made some noise. So you can go and hide somewhere if you want to hide and then do something, which would be your bonus action as a rogue. You can do that if you'd like. And with the Cloak of Elvenkind, that will help with that.
Okay, can I move up behind the rock pillar and then bonus action hide?
Okay. Definitely go ahead and roll that stealth check. And you have advantage on that stealth check.
Oh, okay. I got a 26.
26. Yes. Pretty hidden, yeah. Yeah, you are hidden. What do you want to do?
Can I step out and throw a dagger at front left snake?
Talk about that one right there.
Yeah, I'll step out and throw one at him, actually. Step out just quick to the right, kind of throw the dagger.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll an attack.
And then, so, because he hasn't had his first roll, it would be auto-crit with the Rogue Assassin, yeah?
I believe so. Yes, because you were going first in initiative here.
Yeah.
Question: are you throwing it at the kobold or the snake?
So, I don't know. This almost concerned me. I feel like I'll throw it at the kobold. See if I can knock him off with it, or kill him off the rip.
Yeah.
Um,
So you are hidden. Go ahead and make that attack roll with advantage also.
$18.
18 hits. Go ahead and roll. So that's a crit with assassin. So go ahead and roll double the damage dice with sneak attack, then add your modifier.
10. So 16 damage.
Is that with everything? So that's we're looking at 6d6
Oh, no,
plus
No,
your
I
modifier.
roll 2d6.
Oh yeah, 6d6 plus your modifier.
So 22, 28, so 31.
31. That sounds like a sneak attack crit for an assassin. So for this one, I'll say go ahead and flavor that fatality on that first one.
I'd like to throw the dagger and just stick it right in the jugular.
And the kobold on top of that snake just falls, and you can see that its legs are strapped in, so it's just dangling dead on top of this snake. It starts to like catch fire a little bit on some of the parts where the cloth is hitting the fire parts of the snake, but it is dead.
I don't like this guy.
And then with that, I'm just gonna kind of step back. So how much movement speed did I use to move up that?
To move up, you only used 15 feet. And then I would say 5 to move out. So you'd be right here at with 10 feet left if you have 30.
Can I move back 2 spots so that way I'm closer to the group?
Yeah, totally.
And that's all my movement speed.
All right. That's action, bonus action, and movement. Looks like Crane is up next.
I'm going to use my bonus action to command Kip to intercept the snake on the right.
This one that has the dead kobold on him?
Yep.
Got it.
And then I'm going to use my movement speed to move up 15 feet.
Okay.
And how close does that put me to the one in the middle?
40?
40. I'm going to take a shot with my musket.
Okay, kobold or snake?
Kobold.
Okay, got it.
Oh, fuck. 1 plus 7. 8.
Ooh, natural one is gonna miss either way. Unfortunately, you all hear the shot ring out in the cave. Does not make purchase of the kobold.
I bet that shit's loud in the cave.
So loud, you guys' ears are all ringing right now.
And then go ahead and move me back 10 feet.
Back 10.
And that's where I'm going to hang out.
Okay.
Kip would go right after me, and he's got 40 feet of movement, so he would just move 40 feet to intercept.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Gets him there.
And then he's going to attack, yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
That's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, 19 hits.
And that is 6 points of force damage.
Nice. Okay. So Kip reaches out, bites at the snake, taking a big chunk out of it. And you hear give a hiss. Kip is going to take 6 points of fire damage. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, got it. All right, it is their turn next. So the one that has no rider doesn't have anybody moving him towards anything else. So it's just going to attack Kip, who's closest. It's going to make a bite attack first. 22 to hit against Kip.
Yeah, 22 hits.
So we've got 3 points of piercing damage and 3 points of fire damage. Then it's going to make its tail attack. Very similar. That's a natural 1, though, so that's going to miss. So that is going to be that one. I think what it will do, though, is kind of move around a little bit here, putting its back to the wall. Okay, we go 5, 15, 20, 25, 30 over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And they are all going to hold actions. You see them all move forward and kind of get ready as you are all in here facing them.
Hey, Josh, Coleman said he's back.
Oh, I see. Actually bumped out. Hey, there we go. Get you back in. Okay. What up? So we got a lot of held actions there. A lot of held actions there. Cadence, you're up next. What are you doing?
I am going to pull out my crossbow and shoot at whatever one is nearest to our group.
Okay, I would say that would be this one up here.
Okay. Dang it. I'm outside with the dogs right now, so I'm rolling on the phone, and I got a 6. So.
Ooh, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it moves up, but unfortunately, what it seems like is it's a good shot. You shoot right at it, but the snake has a little bit of movement and is kind of dodging and weaving its head as people are attacking it, and the snake is able to dodge the kobold and move it out of the way.
Lame. Okay. I'm going to back up a little bit more, but then go like for where I'm actually standing on the board, go to my right
Okay.
a little bit. So I'm kind of in between Crane and yeah, about there, but still against the wall.
Okay, got it. That would be
And that's it for me.
movement to get you there behind.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, got it. All right, Cores, you're up next.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit the one closest to us with the Ray of Frost. I'm gonna hit the snake.
Hit the snake specifically. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the attack.
It's 24.
24 definitely hits.
And that's 7 points of cold damage.
7 points of cold damage. Nice. Okay. Okay. Here.
Yeah, that's actually gonna be it.
Okay. So 7 points to the snake. And that is its first hit. So, and Ray of Frost is half damage, if I remember correctly?
Reduced by 10.
Reduced by 10, okay. So it is slowed down. You kind of slow down the snake. You see it kind of like slow down and it's moving back and forth and weaving.
Do I notice that seemed to affect it more than usual or not?
Ooh, interesting. Actually, that does. Good question. Or good question there.
I was saying, it's doing fire damage, so.
No, that's a very good call. I'm like looking over. Oh yeah, for sure. So it does. Yeah, you see that some of the fire, especially on its tail, starts to kind of reduce in intensity. That snake is looking pretty hurt.
Fantastic.
All right. So
Actually, in that case, I'm gonna do action surge and hit it again.
oh boy. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll another one.
Ooh, even better. 26 to hit.
Yeah, definitely hits.
Only a 2 this time.
Only a 2. Okay, so that takes us to 4. It is looking super hurt. The flames on the body are barely there. It looks like now it's just been reduced to embers, and that snake is looking super hurt.
Okay. Does that stack, by the way, the movement, or do you think it's just once?
I'll stack it.
Okay.
I would say so. That seems like it does to me.
That will
Okay.
be my turn.
Got it. Malice, you're up next.
I'm gonna shoot one of the snakes.
Which one?
The one farthest away from us.
Farthest way. That would be this one back here.
I want to shoot it in the eye.
Okay. If you want to do a called shot, you can do a called shot for extra damage. It will make it harder to hit, though.
How do I do that?
So, what I'll say in this case, if you're trying to shoot against the eye, I'm going to increase the AC by 5. But if you hit it, you get to double your damage dice. That's correct.
Bet. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Now, if you miss a called shot, you miss completely. So it will... It completely... so it's not like, oh, if you miss a called shot, you still hit. If you miss, you miss.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
13.
A 13 misses, unfortunately. Yeah, so you go and you aim for the eye, pull back, and it hits and bounces off of the armor that they are wearing, kind of that helmet here. You can hit it, but it is going to be a little tighter of a shot to be able to get it through that the eye hole.
I just shrug it off. I'm just getting warmed up.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay. We are at bottom of initiative, Anion, with your 2.
Woohoo. How stable does that pillar look?
Pretty stable overall. It seems to be. It is not a stalactite. It is definitely like a pillar.
So it's touching from the bottom to ceiling.
Yes.
Damn. Shit. Well, I was hoping for something, but I'm gonna attempt to throw my javelin at the closest snake that's looking pretty roughed up.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll the attack there for that one.
That is +6. It's so hard to see these things. 16.
16 hits. Yeah. Go ahead and roll some damage.
It's 1d6 +4. 9 damage.
9. Yeah. Flavor that fatality. How do you kill the icy snake?
I mean, aiming for its head seems like the thing to do. And
Okay.
I mean, how icy are we talking?
I mean, icy from a couple of cantrip ice spells.
I was gonna say, if we like have it shatter.
I would say that parts of it shatter off. Yeah, you hit it and it kind of falls to the ground, and the parts that had been embery, kind of the cold from Kor's magic continues to creep over that as pieces begin to fall off. Yeah, totally.
Oh, yeah. And I will move in front of that's Malice right next to me, yeah?
Correct.
I will move in front of Malice.
Okay. Just there, or are you moving up to the other one?
Nope, that's right there is perfectly fine.
All right.
And then beam return.
Back to the top of initiative. That takes us to Schley.
I'm no longer stealth, am I?
Not where you're at now, no. Attacking breaks stealth.
Okay. Can I walk on? I'm gonna walk over to the wall and start walking. Start walking on the wall as high as I can get
Okay.
towards that snake that's turned towards Kip.
Okay.
And then
Let's see. I would say this will get interesting here. I would say it's not a huge chamber. It's 20 feet up to the ceiling. So 20 feet on the side would be as far as you could go up, which would take all of your movement to do.
no, so my walking speed is equal to my climbing speed with those slippers of climbing and
What's your walking speed?
30 feet.
Yeah, so it's 10 feet to get to the wall and then 20 feet to go the 20 feet up.
Oh, okay. So how far from that snake am I then?
Right now, you are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 with 20 feet up, so you're about 40 feet.
Okay. Can I just go 10 feet on the wall then, and then move that's closer?
Yeah, for sure.
And then my bonus action hide. So I'm gonna roll for stuff.
So bonus action. Oh, you're still in line of sight. You don't have any. Actually, you know what? I did build in this little curve right here, specifically, and you are directly behind that. Yeah, go ahead and roll that stealth check with advantage. All of you look over and see the new companion Schley walking up the wall, going up onto the side and kind of perpendicular to the wall, leaning around the corner.
I rolled 17.
For stealth?
Yeah.
Okay, and then go ahead and roll your attack with advantage.
I rolled 13 twice.
13 twice. Unfortunately, that misses.
Okay.
Is that with your modifier?
Yeah.
13 total?
Uh,
Or 13 on the dice?
13 total.
13
8,
total.
5, yeah.
Dang, just misses. Misses by, that's right under what you needed. You take your shot, and it bounces off the ground with the snake. Actually, I would say rather than bouncing off the ground, it actually hits the kobold on top of the snake. The kobold is already dead, however.
All right.
Okay, anything else for you?
No, that's all.
All right, Crane, you're up next.
I'm going to bonus action command Kip to repair and return.
Okay.
And then I'd like to get LOS on the snake that he is fighting.
You could go 5, 10 to get line of sight. Yeah.
And then is that within 40 feet?
Yes.
Yep, I'm going to take a shot.
Rings out loud. Everybody's got more ring in their ears coming their way. Yeah, go ahead and roll that.
That one is a 16 to hit.
16 hits. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage on that one.
Oh, hell yeah. 16 points of damage.
Oh, shit, that was exactly what you needed, man. Flavor that fatality.
Oh, man, just going to right through the dome with the shot. Try to crack the helmet.
It hits the helmet, but pierces through, and it just drops to the ground with blood spreading underneath its head. Dead.
And then for Kip, he's going to repair, which is 2d8 plus 2.
Nice.
And that is 16 points of health back.
Nope.
And then he's going to run 40 feet back to me.
Okay. I assume he's going to run the way that does not give him opportunity attacks.
I would hope so.
Okay, got it. All right, anything else for you?
No, that's it.
All right, so that is their turn. Next, then. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move this mini and replace it with just a kobold. That's just a kobold now. And that has not been hit. Okay, got it. So we are going to go with that one first. It's going to move up and yell at Anion and take a swipe with its curved blade. And that is going to be a 13 to hit.
Negative.
Negative. You are able to easily, with your large axe, block away the attack of that weapon. Let's see. This one's going to go next. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. They're going to get in front of Crane and take a couple attacks at Crane here.
Kip's going to burn his reaction to protect me.
Okay, got it. They'll be on the. Is that for the whole turn or just the next attack?
Just the next attack.
Okay, got it. So the first one's going to be the bite attack. That'll be a disadvantage. And with disadvantage, it's a 6.
That does not hit.
Oh, nice. All right, so then we'll do a tail attack next. That one is a 17 to hit.
17 does hit.
It does hit. That is going to be 3 points of piercing damage and 4 points of fire damage.
I have a resistance to fire.
Oh, so 2 points of fire damage. And then the kobold on top is going to take its attack at you with its curved blade. That's going to be a natural 20.
Well, that's going to hurt.
All right, so...
Hold on a second. I think I might have silvery barbs. Let me check real quick. Let me check. Yeah, I cast silvery barbs.
Barbs, okay. You all see a silver flash of light coming from Cadence at the kobold, and that is a 7, so a total of 12 to hit.
Oh, 12 does not hit.
12 does not hit. All right, Cadence coming in with the assist there to stop from the damage on that one.
And I'll give my advantage to Crane as well.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then we go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 up to Anion. Yeah, we got a couple attacks coming his way. First one, a bite attack from the snake, is going to be a 17 to hit also.
Yeah.
They'll hit.
Yeah.
All right, so that one is going to be 3 points of piercing and 4 points of fire. Tail attack as it swings around with a fiery tail. That one's going to be a 10 to hit.
Nope.
And then kobold coming in with its curved blade. That one is going to be a 14 to hit.
No.
Okay. Anion able to block off some of those attacks coming in and using that great axe as an effective shield against the fire snake. All right, so that is going to be the end of their turns. Cadence, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna do a crossbow at the one fighting Crane.
Okay, what was the spell you're casting?
Just doing a crossbow?
Oh, crossbow is what you said. I thought you said cross spell. Okay, got it. Yeah, crossbow. Go ahead and roll.
Sorry. My enunciation.
It must be a croaker thing.
Thanks for that, then. Let's see. Mother. I got a 9.
A 9 does not hit, unfortunately. Yeah, Cade
Jeez Louise.
feeling the frustration and the concerns around the claustrophobia, misses the attack.
Well, that's all I'm gonna do. So.
Okay, got it.
Boo.
All right, Cores, you're up. Malice, you're on deck.
All right. I'm just gonna do a ray of frost at the snake in front of Crane.
In front of Crane. Got it. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the attack. I see you hiding those or saving those resources over there.
I'm tapped out, man. I don't have any spells.
Oh, okay. All right. I got it.
That is a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
And 5 points of cold damage.
So that goes out and hits that one. Were you going kobold or snake?
Snake.
Snake. Okay, got it. Okay, so that one, you see the ray of frost reach out and again crackle across the flames, seeming to do more damage than just what was intended.
Yeah, that's all I have.
So we got. All right. Okay, then we have Malice. You're up. Anion, you're on deck.
Is there anywhere I can go in that room where I get advantage?
With ranged specifically, no. You could do a flanked melee attack. But with ranged, I don't think there's a way you could get advantage with the current setup.
That's fine. I'll just try to shoot
You can go and hide this turn, but you'd have to use your action to hide, not being something that can hide as a bonus action.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So if you want to break line of sight, it would be over here that you need to go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let's see, can I actually do that? Go corner 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, let's go corner that way. Yeah, if you want to use your action, you can go ahead and hide. Roll stealth check.
Cool. Let's see.
That would get you an opportunity attack, though, I will say, to run by one of them.
9.
Okay.
Keep rolling 9s.
9 all day, man. Do you still want to do that if you take the opportunity attack?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, so we have a 17 to hit when the snake reaches out at you with a bite attack.
Say it again.
Does a 17 hit?
Let's see. What am I looking at?
That'd be armor class. It's in the upper right-hand area.
Yeah, it hits.
It hits? Okay, got it. So you're going to take 3 points of piercing damage and 6 points of fire damage. Okay, so you are you have attempted to hide with a 9. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay, got it.
So you said
Alright,
how much damage total?
It was 6 total. It was 3 piercing, 6 fire.
Cool.
And Anion, you're up next.
All right, a couple questions. How big is the snake? And is the snake itself on fire, or only parts of it?
The snake itself has fire. There is fire on the snake. It's not completely made of fire.
What size is the snake?
The snake itself is considered medium.
Oof. All right, well, what I was thinking about probably isn't gonna work. Well, in that situation, I'm probably just gonna. Well, I've been touched now, so I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
As my bonus action, and I will take the great axe, and I'm gonna try and bring it down on the snake.
On the snake. Okay, go ahead and roll that attack.
Oh, roll. 14.
14 just hits.
Oof. And with the raging, I believe I get a +2 to damage. Yeah. Okay, so that's 1d6. So 5 + 4 is 9, + 2 is 11.
11 points. Nice. Okay.
And as that happens, I gotta remember exactly what CS.
You do also take 4 points of fire damage as your axe hits. The fire jumps off of the body, moving from the axe, dealing 4 points of damage to you.
Hell yeah. So that creature is surrounded by spectral warriors now. So I don't know if you want to count that as the snake and the kobold, but it has disadvantages attacking anyone other than me.
Okay. If I would say for this particular case, the snake would be the one who would get that effect.
Okay. I'll go ahead and take my health away. And, well, I don't want to get hit more, so that'll be my turn.
Okay, got it. All right, that brings us back up to the top. Schley, you're up. Crane, you're on deck.
I'm gonna throw my last dagger at the snake, or at the snake in front of Crane.
Okay.
And
Yeah, go ahead and roll
he's
attack.
within 5 feet. That's with advantage, and I get sneak attack on that. Mm, 23.
23 hits.
Sorry, trying to get this D4 out of here.
Now, I do want to clarify, if you have an ally who is within 5 feet, you still get sneak attack, but you don't get advantage on the roll.
Okay. Would I get advantage for being behind him or no?
No, I mean, we could just roll with it in this case because that's what you've done, but just clarifying for future reference, within 5 feet gives you sneak attack, but not advantage. If you
Okay.
have advantage,
The
you'll
lower
get...
of the two was 15. I rolled a 10, and I rolled a 7.
Oh, perfect. That still hits then. Perfect.
So,
Yeah, still hits. Perfect.
13 points of damage.
13, nice. And that was the one in front of Crane. Oh, nice. Yeah. That was the one hit by Cores. That is enough for Schley. Go ahead and flavor that fatality for me, man.
I just throw my dagger. It hits the snake right behind the back of the skull, right behind the helmet, and kind of in the spine, I guess, of the snake.
Nice.
And it dies.
Nice.
So with that, do I have reaction in this?
Reaction would be in reaction to something?
No, free action.
Oh, free action, yes.
Okay, so can I free action and pull my short sword out and I guess walk behind this kobold that's in front of Crane off of the wall?
Let's see, you're only 10 feet up. Free action, pull your short sword. Yeah, that's all totally stuff you can do.
Okay, and then bonus action do the 2-weapon fighting, since I already threw my dagger. And then
2-weapon fighting, they both have to be melee attacks.
oh, okay.
That'd be the only problem.
Sorry. Bonus action, can I?
Oh wait! Actually, no. I take that back. It's when you take the attack action and attack with a light. Yeah. If either weapon has a throwing property, you can throw the weapon instead. Yeah. Sorry, I take that back. Go ahead and do it.
Okay, so I can attack again.
Yeah, go for it with advantage because you're flanking now.
All right. Natural crit.
Nice. Yeah. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Just 2d6. 13 points of damage.
13. Nice. Okay. You bring your short sword down, slashing it across the back as it's facing Crane, trying to get off of the snake. It's looking pretty hurt.
And that is the end of my turn.
Okay. All right. So, let's see. After that, we got Crane.
I am going to bonus action, command Kip to help Anion.
Okay.
And then I am going to barrel stuff this guy and use Shocking Grasp.
Ooh, nice.
And I think I have advantage because of the silvery barb still.
You do. I believe that's a melee. Is that a melee spell attack?
Yes, it's touch, but I have Rubia the War Mage, so I was just going to barrel stuff him like Mandalorian style.
Nice. Yeah, I would say, well, because it's a melee spell attack, I give you flanking without having to use that advantage yet.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so you get advantage you can keep for silvery barbs. Unless silvery barbs is like you have to use it on that one, then it would just go away. But either way, you have advantage.
22.
Yeah, that hits.
And that is 6 points of lightning damage.
That's enough. Flavor that fatality, man.
Oh man, I'm just gonna kind of stick him in the throat with it and electrocute him.
It's this really, it's playing out in turns this way, but it's this really quick movement where Schley shoots an arrow at the snake, drops down, slashes the other one in the back, and he slashes the other one in the back, you take that opportunity to go in with your shocking grasp through the rifle and just take him down. And that one is dead.
And then I'm just gonna hang out right there, but Kip's gonna move closer to Anion.
Okay.
And probably attack the snake.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Uh, 10 to hit.
10 does not hit, unfortunately. Yeah.
Okay.
Kip tries to
yeah.
reach up, but they're still pretty slippery.
Yeah, damn snakes. Yeah, he's just gonna hang out next to Anion.
Okay, got it. All right, it's going to be their turns next. There's not many left. Let's see. The one who's not on a snake anymore, it's going to turn and try and run away. You want to do oppo on that, Anion?
Yeah, absolutely. Do I have to do an attack?
Yes.
I can't, like, grapple?
Well, actually, that's a good question. I don't think so. No. Yeah, has to be an attack roll.
Can I do a called shot?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, add 5 to the DC and double the die, or add 5 to the AC and double the dice if you hit. Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna try to cut off one of its feet.
Oh, okay. So I would, let's see here. Man, that's an interesting one. I would say the feet would add 3 to the AC. Yeah, go for it.
Come on.
And this one would, if you're going to the feet to try and slow him down.
Yeah. Well, either slow him down or stop him altogether.
Yeah, I would say if you're going feet, you could slow him down. It wouldn't give a ton of extra damage, but you could for sure slow him down if you make the hit. Yeah, if that's what you're trying to do.
That's fine. So that's gonna be a 17.
17 is exactly what you needed with the extra +3. Yeah, for sure. So I'd say roll your regular damage dice, but you're gonna get a leg.
That's not a lot. That's 1 + 4 + 2, 7.
7. Okay. Yeah, you deal 7 points of damage, and you cleanly chop off this kobold's leg, and you hear it just as it's now just bleeding from its stump. It still has 5 feet of movement speed, only if it's dragging itself by its arms. Let's see. It'll move. Let's see. No, the 5 feet it is from that movement, so we'll just leave him there. He'll hold his action since he has not used it, and oh no, you know what? He'll use his action to double his movement and crawl on the ground with his arms another 5 feet.
Poor little guy.
That's vicious, man. He's just screaming and calling away, dude.
All right, so the snake and the other one that is on that snake are up next. They are seeing Anion especially doing that. They're going to be going for him.
What?
Kip's gonna impose disadvantage on the first attack.
On the first one? Okay, got it. Disadvantage is still actually +3, so 17 to hit.
Yeah.
Saved from a natural 20, though.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Okay, that's fine.
17 hit?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, got it. So, yeah, 14 and 20 on those. So the first one is going to be, God, not much. It's a D4 +1, so 2 points of piercing damage. That's not reduced. 1 point of piercing damage is reduced for rage. And then you do take a full 3 points of fire damage. Second tail attack from the snake. It's going to be a 14 to hit.
No.
14, okay.
That's
And
fair.
then the attack.
Hey, Josh.
Yes.
Can you let Cadence back in?
Oh, yeah. Hey, there we go. Welcome back. Okay, and then the final one from the kobold on top of the snake. That one is going to be a 15 to hit. Does a 15 hit?
15 is exactly it.
15 exactly. I think I got it. So that one is going to be no fire. That is going to be 8 points of piercing, reduced down to 4.
Thank God.
All right, and that is going to be their turns. Cadence, you're up next.
Awesome. Because I've been rolling like shit for my attacks, I'm gonna do stuff a little bit different strategically. I have 30 feet of movement, and I'd like to position myself to where I'm within 15 feet of the dude who's crawling on the ground, but I don't provoke an opportunity attack from the guy on the snake or the snake.
So that will put you 10 feet away from them, but will be opportunity attack. It'll use 25 feet of your movement.
Okay. Then I'd like to move even then a little bit more to Cadence's right. To just get even further away from the snake.
So you have to go. Let's see. You can go up here one more. There's the pillar right here. Is the problem?
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Thank you. I was wondering.
Further away from the snake.
Okay. And then I'm going to use my coiling grasp tattoo. And so from my hair, it looks like I'm sweating like gooey cheap hair dye, and it's like running down, goes to my arm, and I shoot out a grasping tendril. That's an inky black, and the one on the ground has to make a DC 14 strength saving throw. Oh shit, no, that does straight up just grappling. I don't want to hurt it. I'm not trying to kill it. So I lied. I'm gonna still make that same movement. I'm not trying to kill this guy though. I want to try and keep somebody alive. And so instead, I'm going to use my grappling bracer on the grappling hook like I did before. And I'm not trying to hit it, but I'm just trying to grapple it so it doesn't move away too far.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll an attack roll with that.
Okay.
This dude is going through it.
Yes.
It's a real bad day.
It truly is. Okay,
Needs to learn to
how
stand up
does
for
that work with that? So I think before we said that I just use like crossbow stats for that.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay.
I'll go in and adjust that item to be a weapon so it'll show up in actions.
Cool, thank you. That would be 13.
A 13 misses by 1, unfortunately.
Fucking
yeah.
yay.
Yeah. And yeah.
And that's all of my movement?
That's 30 feet.
Jesus Christ. Well, then I'm just gonna stand there and stare at it, I guess, and be like, don't you fucking move, sir. I don't want to hurt you any more than you are, but we need to talk to you. And just wag my finger at him, because I can't do fucking shit today.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
God.
Cores, you're up. Yeah, Malice, you're on deck.
Let's see. Do I have enough speed to go around the snake and flank?
30 speed?
30, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. I'm going to make an attack with my short sword.
Nice. Yeah, go ahead and roll that with advantage.
That is dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits, for sure.
That is 5 points of damage. I will hit the kobold.
Oh, kobold on this one? Okay, got it.
Yeah, so it's 5 points of damage, and can I throw a booming blade on there?
Sure. I think normally you have to say it beforehand, but I'll give it to you.
Yeah, as I was rolling, I was
still
like,
a newish ability.
Yeah.
You good.
Yeah, that is my turn.
That's it. Okay, got it. Given Anion flanking there as well. Malice, you're up next.
Gonna try and shoot the snake again. We still have snakes on the board, right?
There's a snake on the board, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot that snake.
Okay, go ahead and roll the attack. Let's see. Passive perception is unfortunately 10, so the high did not get high enough to get advantage on the roll.
Oh my god. Guess what I rolled?
No way! That's crazy! 1,000,000 9s.
Yeah, I rolled a 9.
That's like all the only number you're rolling tonight is 9. Holy shit.
Yeah.
We got a lot of people looking real intimidating in this fight. Well, shit, man. You have movement and bonus action still if you want to do anything else.
I'm gonna hit my head against the wall. I'm gonna move left and just fucking slam my head into the wall.
Okay, got it.
And end my turn. Damn.
Okay, I'll move you over to the wall then. And end your turn. That takes us to Anion. You're up.
So we still got the snake. How's the snake looking?
Snake and kobold, they're looking. The snake's looking pretty rough. Yeah, it's got some. I think this one had some cold attacks against it, but either way, it's looking pretty rough. It's got some wounds on it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and kill the snake.
Okay.
And
You can
so
roll
I-
with advantage because you're flanking with cores.
Okay. That one. Ooh, yeah, thank God for the advantage. Okay, that's a 16.
16 hits.
Oh no. Guys, I'm down. I've been rolling the wrong damage dice.
Uh-oh.
I've been rolling approximately half what I should have been rolling.
Ouch.
Oof. That's 12.
12 is exactly... Oh, no. Above what you needed, actually. Go ahead and flavor that fatality for me.
I'm just gonna decapitate that nasty lizard.
Just like on a chopping block, you just... Boom! Axe cuts the head off. You do take 3 points of fire damage as you do that.
Oh, that moment when I realized I should have been dealing more damage.
Hey, still early in the campaign, you know? It's only a couple sessions that happened.
I was looking at the javelin damage.
Could be worse. Could be worse.
I did that like 20 sessions in for Breck.
Alright, I feel a little better. Yeah, I think, because if I move, I'm still going to be opportunity attack. What are my bonus reactions? So here's a question. I know I hit the snake, but because the kobold is on the snake, I have hammering horns. Immediately after I hit a creature with a melee attack, I can use a bonus action to try and shove it somewhere.
You
Will
know
that
what?
apply?
I'll give you that because they're attached. Yeah, the kobold is actually attached to the snake, so I'll give you that. That's fine.
Okay.
It won't happen that way for every case, but this case is fine. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So it needs to roll a strength saving throw.
Roll the 5.
Yeah, that no. Nah.
A natural 5, so whatever. Yeah, it's not gonna. They're not gonna. Yeah, they're 6 total.
So I'm going to shove it with my horns 10 feet to my right, closer to like in the middle of the group, so that
Okay.
it can't run away.
Yeah. You do so. Goes 10 feet to the right. Does that do any damage to it?
No, that does not deal any damage. Although I don't know how you want to flavor that, since technically he was in range of opportunity attack.
Oh, forced movement doesn't. Yeah, we've gone over this a ton of times lately. Forced movement does not invoke an opportunity attack.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, then yeah, that'll be it. Now it's in the middle, ready for some fun.
All right, that takes us back up to the top. Schley.
I'm just gonna walk up behind him with the short sword. He's what, 5 feet within?
He's within 5 feet of Kit. I'd count as an ally.
Okay.
So when they're within 5, you are flanking actually, so you do get advantage on the roll.
Okay.
Also.
19.
19 hits.
Okay.
And you do get sneak attack damage with advantage.
It is 4, 4, 1, so 9 plus 3, 12 damage.
12, exactly what you needed. You guys are right on. It had 12 points left. Go ahead and flavor that fatality for me.
Just cut his head off.
Just, and it goes flying off the top of his head, lands on the ground as the body falls. Anything else?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Stay there.
Got it. Okay, Crane. There's one kobold with one leg crawling on the ground left.
I don't want to be that guy.
I'm just gonna kind of walk up behind Anion. Put my hand on his back, give him my last cure wounds.
Okay.
And then use my free action to say, "Hey, it's okay, bud. Maybe we'll make friends with the snakes next time. We really got to work up to dragons, though."
How much is cure wounds?
It's a 1d8 plus 2. So, looks like 4 points of healing.
Hell yeah. And I'm just gonna look back. Yeah, these weren't very friendly.
And that's where I'm gonna end my turn. Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Totally. Got it. It is its turn next.
Nobody wants to be that guy.
Well, the problem is if it moves, you have an opportunity attack for.
It's going to go 10 feet. It's its full movement with one leg. Cores, you take an oppo?
Can I?
Don't you do it! You see me sitting there. You see me wagging my finger saying, "Don't you move now."
But I don't really think we need it. So I'm gonna do it.
We do. Oh my god.
Your opportunity attack, yeah.
I can't let an opportunity attack pass.
I'm gonna write a song about you, bro. Core's the killer.
That's fine. No more
Don't
patience.
kill Eileen.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
He's killing Eileen.
That's only 5 points of damage.
Hey, 5 does not kill it.
There you go. He's
You
fine.
stab him, weakening him even more. You just go up as he's crawling.
Again, bro.
At this point,
And
it would
stab.
be rude not to kill him. Like,
That's its turn. It moves
Nice.
10 feet, trying to move away.
I feel like at this point it's just anything we do to it's rude.
Poke him in the eye.
take
Let's
fingernails.
see. All right, that was its turn. Cadence, your turn is up next.
Okay, I'm gonna do this basically just eyes shooting daggers at cores, and I'm going to go up and I have that like grappling shot that went out that missed. Can I just like tie him up?
It'll be contested. Give me an athletics check.
Athletics. I'm gonna say at the same time, I don't know if it helps at all, but like, bro, this is the only way you're getting out of here alive, my dude. Let's see. Skills. You said athletics?
Athletics.
Of course, the one I've got 0 in. Okay, dope. Okay, I'm gonna use the nice dice.
I mean, if you're trying to intimidate with the other thing, it's an action to wrap him up or an action to intimidate. That's up to you.
I'm trying to persuade. I'm trying to be like, bro.
What you can use your action to try and persuade him. What would you say though for persuasion?
Would he even understand?
You could certainly try.
I'm gonna say in common and in infernal because I don't know what the fuck these guys speak. That wait, didn't we find out they spoke Draconic, or is that not the case? Anyhow, I'm just gonna say, hey, we are reporting to people who need information, and you can either stop resisting and you may live, or these people are gonna kill you.
Okay, go ahead and roll that persuasion check. I'm gonna have the DC be its armor class.
Oh good god. Oh shit.
Stop resisting.
And she's like, well, and he just got hit by a course, and so I'm like, man, I'm trying to help you here. Like, oh god damn it. Sorry, this thing like froze on me. You said persuasion. That's much better than an athletics roll. Still rolled like shit. So that's 14.
Its armor class is 14, which the
If it
DC
meets, it
was
beats.
Meets it beats.
If it meets, it beats. So he is reluctant.
That was exactly what you needed. He kind of looks around at the group standing around the bodies of his dead allies and stops crawling, turning over with a look of, oh shit. And with that, we're out of combat.
Cool.
And I think it's probably a good time to take a break there.
Yeah.
Probably a good time to take a break. So we're at 3:25 Pacific. We'll call it 3:40 Pacific back from our break, and we will continue from here, see what happens next.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
Thanks.
Let's change it up just a little bit here from that. That's what we started with. Let's see here. We're in a tunnel here at this point, so. Okay. Do we got Malice and Schley back as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Give another second for Malice. Looks like Caden needs to get the devices connected.
Why'd you jump down?
Are we looking for Malice? We got Malice back yet? We'll give him another minute, then we'll get started and get going while waiting for him to come back. Okay, while we're waiting, we'll start. We'll just get started here on what we're doing.
Can I walk over and inspect one of the helmets?
Yeah, absolutely. What are you? What's your goal in inspecting? What are you trying to figure out, or find out, or grab?
Is it like controlling them, I guess?
So if you're looking to see if it's in controlling them, you can roll. I'd say like an investigation check. See if you can figure anything out on it.
How heavy is a 15-foot snake?
Oh man, if you pick it up, you'd wager these are probably around 150 pounds or so.
I rolled a 15 on the investigation.
15 on investigation. Okay, you don't see anything on the inside that looks to be any kind of either arcane or mechanical in any way, like device nature of this. Looks like a helmet. It looks like that the little bladed horn was added on just for extra fighting power. It doesn't seem to be anything additional beyond that.
Okay. And then can I also search the bodies?
Yeah, absolutely. If you guys want to search the bodies, let's have you, Schley, roll the investigation check.
I rolled 17.
17, pretty good. You do find they're kind of modified. I would say that the category they would be spear. So you do find 4 spears. They each have a shield as well. So 4 spears, 4 shields. Beyond that, in here, there's a lot of loose metal on them. They do have, like their tails have little rings that have that same kind of bladed horn. But for their tails, so they can, swing them around. You do see things like that. There's also 2 short bows on them. And then on these, you do find as well a scattered 22 silver.
Is it possible to fit one snake into my bag of holding?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna skin.
Bag of holding can do 500 pounds.
Make some nice ass boots.
What's that?
I said I'm gonna skin it later. Make some nice ass boots.
Nice. Okay, got it. Yeah, you can fit a snake in there for sure.
That's all I wanted to do was just put a snake. You guys just kind of watch me just like gobbling the snake up with my bag.
Yeah.
And then can I do like a perception with my dark vision? I'd be able to see off into the distance if this is a long cavern like a cave or if it was this just a hole.
Yeah, you can roll perception check for sure.
Can I wear one of the snake helmets?
You can certainly try. It doesn't seem like it'd fit very well in your head, but
Damn it.
I got
Bye.
a
okay, cool. Thank you.
13.
So 13 for perception. Okay, got it. With a 13, it is not just a hole right here. It does seem to go off a bit as well down into the ground.
I'd like to tell the rest of the group that.
Of course, it goes deeper. I'd like to do a medicine check on the kobold just to try and relieve some of his pain, or give him a bear claw while I try and fix his cut off leg.
I guess what are you doing here to try and fix it?
I'm just trying to stabilize him so he doesn't bleed out.
Okay, yeah. I see. I got you. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Can I use Crane's head to cauterize it?
No, I mean you can certainly. I can't say no. This is D&D. You can certainly try.
Do you want me to cauterize it?
I'm just curious. Just trying to think about all my options here.
As you guys are saying that between yourselves, he's kind of shaking, looking.
Heat up one of the helmets and just put it on there like a cap.
So he
Oh my god.
clearly speaks common then, right?
It was
With
broken
that.
common. He said, "What cauterize?"
Point to his leg.
I'd like to intimidate him and ask him where the cavern leads.
What are you doing to intimidate him? Asking where the cavern leads in and of itself isn't very intimidating.
I pull my sword out and put it to his throat.
Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. Go ahead and roll an intimidation check.
Natural 20,
What's the total?
Damn.
23.
23. Okay.
He shits himself and he gets all over me. Thanks.
Right.
So he's just, where are the drugs?
More kobolds. That's the way we live.
Are the missing gnomes down there?
I think probably.
I think probably. You think or you know?
I don't know. I'm guarding. I'm a guard. I guard. I'm a snake rider.
What are you guarding?
Kobolds. That's where we live.
Who's in charge?
Ooh.
We have a leader, but they've been taking orders from someone else. Some wizard.
What's this leader's name?
Our leader is Graxos.
Cadence looks up at Chorus and just goes, "Oh yeah, we didn't need him, huh?"
I mean, we would have found out either way.
Do you know the wizard's name?
I don't. No.
Did you have the spelling on that leader's name?
I'm not going to do this in the kobold's voice because he doesn't have the spelling. Grexos.
I'd like to roll an insight check to see if he's been lying about anything. I also have the Ring of Truth Telling, which means I have advantage on insight.
Yeah, go ahead and roll advantage. I just hit that item myself recently.
My first roll is an 11. Second roll is an 18.
18, pretty good here. Let's see.
It's plus 0.
Seems to be telling the truth. He's obviously extremely scared. You get a sense of probably fear. I would say with an 18, you probably expect a little more aggression from something that was just attacking you, but mostly just fear. But seems to be telling the truth.
Is the wizard how you guys are flying now?
Some fly with wings.
Or did the other ones get the power to fly?
Probably wizard magic.
Probably.
How many of you are down there?
All of them?
Is the leader down there?
Not right now. I'll be back in dark time.
Where is he?
Up in the mountains.
What is he doing in the mountains?
I don't know. I'm just snake rider.
When we went into this cavern, you said that we were in the mountains, right? Correct?
Right at the base of, yeah.
Well, I think with that, we should head up to the top of the mountain.
If you fit all of, or could you fit all of the kobolds that are down, further down in this room, or would there be too many?
Kind of looks around the room. Maybe tight back. Stack it a little.
Okay. I figured that would be easier because I don't think he probably knows how to count very well. So, how long has Grazak's been working with the wizard?
Wizard always came to trade things in the past, but doing more lately.
Why are you taking gnomes?
I'm Snake Rider. I'm not taking gnomes.
Say you're a snake rider one more time.
He's gonna.
Have you seen this wizard?
Yes.
What do they look like?
Gray hair, pointy ears, red clothes, usually robes.
Sounds like a help.
Does it speak common?
I don't hear speak. I just see.
And so, Grazak's in the mountains. You may not know, but do you assume he's meeting with the wizard there?
Never seen wizard up there. I don't know.
You've only seen him down here?
Wizard used to come down here. Still does.
Still does. When's the next time the wizard plans on visiting?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just a snake raider.
Why would any of your why would any of your kind be kidnapping gnomes? Not specifically you. Why would anyone that you associate with be kidnapping gnomes? You or the wizard?
I don't know. I mean, we could eat gnomes, but we don't eat gnomes. Gnomes would come attack us if we ate gnomes.
Can I roll insight to see if he's holding back?
Sure.
Yep, that's a no.
I mean, you realize the gnomes are going to attack you for kidnapping their people.
I not kidnap anybody. I just guard. I guard the entrance.
He's a snake rider.
You're not a snake rider no more. I killed your snake.
You see a tear.
Snake walker, bro.
He's not even a walker.
You can't even walk.
Fuck!
You're a
I'm
snake
sorry.
warner.
So he's tied up right now, right?
Vicious mother-
Actually, no. He was persuaded to chill, so he's not tied up right now.
I just got that high charisma.
Hmm.
Hey, what's your name?
Go.
Gogo?
Go.
Coco.
Gogo, that's adorable.
He's not going anywhere.
They're like no go.
No.
What's the opposite of inspiration? You all get it.
Is this guy bullying him?
This is definitely
Disappointment, I think is what it is. Disappointment.
Fucking, do you want to be our friend now, or
You want to be our friend
only
now?
my friend?
We're the
Do you
last.
want to be
people-
our friend now? Give me a persuasion check
Oh,
with disadvantage because you
Yeah.
killed all his friends and his snake and cut off his leg.
And I'm making fun of him.
What was
I'm
your
not
snake's
making
name?
fun of him. I have not said a single thing to make fun of this man.
Me neither.
Do we
We're
have
good people.
the sending stone to talk to Captain
Ooh.
Lerner?
That
Yep, I got it.
sounds-
We should probably let him know that we know where the Kobold hideout is.
Well, he's
Okay.
the one that sent us here.
Well,
Sorry, go ahead, Eric.
I didn't get my nat 20, but I did get a 17 plus 2. 19.
Okay.
Is he my friend?
That's with disadvantage?
Yeah, I got a nat 20 on the other one.
He looks and answers Core's question first. My snake's name is Goko Duno. And I don't. Let's see here. This is a tricky one. This is a tricky one.
Depending on what happens, you guys might like what happens next.
It says, I'll be your friend. Let's leave here and we can be friends.
All right, as soon as he says that, I was like, well, I feel bad for killing your snake, and I pick him up. I put him on my shoulders.
Can I use a piece of my rope in my backpack to like tourniquet his leg, stop the bleeding?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Cadence, did you ever roll to stabilize him?
I said I was doing it, but you never asked me to roll, so no, I didn't.
Okay. So why don't we give each of you a medicine check here just before Anion takes him and puts him on his shoulders?
As I was working with this, then people started coming up and intimidating him and making fun of him and everything. So
Please don't let him bleed all over my shoulder.
my medicine check didn't do shit.
I did
Oh, okay.
18.
18. Okay. So Cadence is trying to work on getting him all figured out. Schley comes up and wraps the rope around the leg for now.
Thank you.
Well, just know that from here on, when he's on my shoulder, as I do feel bad, anytime we start moving, I'm just going to make slight hissing noises.
Oh, goodness. Oh boy.
Or Goku Juno
Yep.
now.
Fucking
Yeah, right. Go do that.
D&D. Okay.
Malice,
So-
what are you doing here during all of this?
I'm drinking and watching this dude.
Just drinking and watching all of it. Okay, got it.
And then I'll ask him, do you like whiskey?
The kobold?
Yeah. Alright, I'll pour him a drink as well.
He like grabs it with both hands and it's big in his hand.
I'm Malice.
Go.
Okay.
To Crean, after kind of asking about the sending stone we have, I'll mention, they know where we are and that this is the hideout likely. But yeah, I think giving them an update and updating them about the wizard and maybe seeing if we could do some sort of stakeout for the leader coming back from the mountains tonight.
I agree, but I also think it's worth trying to get back to Emma Zesbach.
Yeah.
And letting her know, because she was sending out a bunch of troops. I mean, if we already know where the hideout is.
Yeah, no, that's super valid. And honestly, yeah, I'd rather have her troops out here too for a stakeout like that, not just us. I think we could use a little rest.
Yeah.
How high is the hole that we jumped down?
Oh, not terribly big. I did make you guys actually roll for it where I normally would have died, but like 15 feet.
So we can use like the grappling thing to get back out?
Oh, for sure.
I'm just gonna walk up the wall and out.
God, I love those boots.
I'm going to use the grapple.
Samesies.
Does he have to do
Yeah,
a strength
Colin.
check for holding Goko while he's doing that?
I would say not, because a kobold is so small. Like kobold is
And it's
so
missing a
small.
leg, so
Yeah, so it's even lighter.
Even
He's a
smaller.
minotaur.
Put it this way, the last game we played, I threw one into another one, so
At this point, Goko is fucking a Minotaur rider.
he's our mascot.
Holding on to the fucking horns.
The horse.
he upgraded.
He has a very confused look on his face right now. As you all are leaving this hole, this kobold kind of has a look of, what the fuck is going on right now? These people murdered all my friends and our snakes. They just literally burst into the hole, and now I'm riding on their shoulders, going with them somewhere.
And they're
trying to
essentially
help.
kidnapping.
Yeah, so the look on the kobold's face is very confused.
We checked
Is there
him
no
for
pet?
weapons, right?
No,
Nah.
not at all.
And we're friend napping. Thank you.
I am going to like at least glance
that?
and see if I
Yeah.
see anything on him.
Yeah, go ahead and do perception if you're glancing.
Okay. 10.
10. So they don't have their it was kind of that curved spear, like it wasn't a pointy spear, it was like a curved blade at the end.
Mhm.
He left that. So what you can tell, the only thing that seems to be visible as a weapon is he does still have those 3 tail loops with the bladed pieces on the end.
Before I leave the cave, I want to take some of the snake blood and the kobold blood.
Okay. Some more kobold blood, more snake blood. Yeah, for sure. I would say
Hey,
you could get as many vials as you needed. Really, there's a lot of blood of those things in there, so as many vials as you had available.
Hey, Anion, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but you might want to check to see if that guy has a weapon on him before you just let him chill on your shoulders like that. Might want to use that fancy ring you have.
I'm sorry, one more time. I had to take my headphones off for a sec.
I was to say, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but you might want to check to see if that guy is armed before you just let him chill on your shoulders.
Alright. I'll look up. I'll kind of. Hey, you got anything you're going to poke me with or stab me with?
Oh yeah, I have these little tail things, and they can definitely do that.
Are you going to?
Oh,
And it just doesn't answer.
Sounds like he was thinking about it. I thought you guys were friends.
yeah. We're friends.
Insight. I have to. I can't resist.
I
There's
also
no way.
would like to roll an intimidation after he's done.
Oh yeah, much better. 25.
25. With that, what you get from him, he doesn't want to be friends. He's trying to lead you guys away. Not in like a nefarious way, not in like there's a trap over here.
He's scared.
He's scared, and he's trying to get you guys out of the hole and where his clan is. And so
Sacrificing.
he's friendly, like he's not trying to attack, but
I'd like to ask him if he's afraid of something in the hole.
Us.
We are the thing.
I think he's afraid that they're gonna kill him for talking to us right now.
I think he's afraid that we're gonna go kill his whole family.
He just watched us kill all his friends, and we're just gonna go end
All of his
whole-
friends and coworkers, they were just on shift, just chilling, and we're like, ah, now be our friend.
He does answer.
Lots of scary things in the caves.
I say we
Uh,
intoxicate him with whiskey.
Well, so before I let you do that to him, I'm gonna pick him up off my shoulders, and the best way I can describe this is just how like an awkward person would hold a baby, just like outstretched, one arm underneath each armpit. I'm just gonna look at him like, all right, look, you see how easy it is to move you. The last one I had in my hands, I threw and killed another kobold with him, with his body. So understand, you stab me, you go flying, and it won't be fun.
He just kind of looks around at the whole group and everybody saying anything awkwardly, being held there like a baby.
Why you want to be my friend?
Anian, this is not how you make friends.
Because I don't like hurting things. I don't like hurting people or animals or anything.
I think
But
you do.
I
I
don't.
saw you just kill a bunch of people.
No, I didn't say I wasn't good at it. I just don't like doing it.
Just gonna throw this
But
out
you
there,
guys
Indiana.
did attack. You attacked me first. So
I'm just
I
gonna throw
wouldn't
this
mind
out there,
killing him.
Anion. You cut his leg off.
And now we're carrying him because he can't walk because you cut his leg off
all right.
and killed
Not
his
helping.
snake.
There was
You're not
anyone,
helping.
if
Not
there's
helping.
anyone not to be friends with, it's this guy right here.
Not helping. Not helping.
You should be friends with me. I didn't kill anyone.
Because you missed the last fight.
I was gonna say I didn't even hit anyone, so you know.
He just
all right.
continues to have this confused look on his face and looks around. And he goes,
Anybody who wants to be friend can be friend. Friends don't kill.
So
Friends don't cut off limbs and feet.
I'd like to use the sending stone to report back to Larizando and have him let Emma Zesbach know kind of where we're going to be staking out.
okay, got it.
Essentially, in my mind, he's just coming back as a prisoner of Hepperduke. Just so I'm clear about, me not wanting him to be killed doesn't mean I'm trying to make him like my buddy, or like I don't expect this guy's gonna be the little. I guess the only person that would know this reference would be Flynn and Josh, but like the new M-Tink of the group. Like I'm not anticipating that. He's taking him in as a prisoner.
Oh, I
And,
agree. Yeah, he's definitely a prisoner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
Out of character.
clarifying.
Can I ask?
I need you guys to understand. He's my friend now. Or he's not a prisoner. He's my friend now.
I
That's
don't
okay.
think he is though.
Yeah, he can be your friend and a prisoner at the same time.
You just cut off
He's
my foot.
actively not your friend.
It's a hostage. man.
I'd like to ask him if there's another entrance to the cavern.
Roll a persuasion check.
I have put him back on my shoulders. I'm no longer holding him like a baby.
18.
18.
Dude, these new dice are fucking killing it for me.
Must be fucking nice.
He does say,
Tunnels have another 3 entrances higher up on the mountain.
Is that where the leader would go back in?
Probably.
So staking out this specific hole just doesn't sound like a good idea to me.
This is the first time I'm gonna ever do this, so I don't know if I can. Can I hold an action while we're not in combat?
what's the action?
Basically, if I feel anything pointy or penetrate my skin, he's going flying.
Sure. Yeah.
That was
What I would
sincere
the way I would describe this is because it gets a little wonky because typically held actions are more for combat. What I'd say is that while you're holding your action, what you'd have to do is basically not have a reaction available to do something else. So while you've got the kobold on your shoulders and you want to hold that action, you don't have reactions to be able to use elsewhere. There, your focus is kind of on reacting to if anything happens there. But yeah, that's fine if you want to do that. Sure.
All right. For now, I'll do that.
Okay.
Can I ask him where the closest entrance that he thinks the leader would be using is.
The closest entrance that the leader might be using. I think the way he would describe it.
I could show you direction from tunnels. I don't know if I could just point to it. I mean,
He just looks over.
kind of there.
You think we can give the what's his name, Captain Lorenzo? Take us there.
Probably it'd be quicker.
Flynn has.
Are we wanting to stake it out, or are we wanting to tell the Sorosta so she can have her troops stake out multiple entrances as well?
I believe we have the cap. We already communicated to the captain to communicate to her for us.
Okay.
So at this point, it's kind of, do we want to stake out this entrance? Do we want to split up and stake out a couple entrances?
I want to stake out the one that the leader's going to be using.
I mean, does he know where the leader actually is? Like a specific spot they might go to?
Yeah, he hasn't indicated he specifically knows anywhere yet.
No.
Yeah, he said, there's 3 other entrances up top, probably one of the ones he's using. But he hasn't indicated a direct specific knowledge, just general knowledge.
Is your only job to guard this one entrance, or do you guys run shifts and guard other entrances?
I only guard this entrance. I don't do it all the time. I also break bones of makeup into powder. We use that for different drinks and things.
What bones?
Just bones of things we eat, and we dry them and smash them up and make a powder. And
It sounds like they're killing gnomes.
Fucking disgusting.
And he says, well, it can be bones, animal bones, it can be lizard bones, mouse bones, just bones, mostly small bones.
You
What
make a
about
gnome
cobalt
drink?
bones?
I don't know cobalt bones. Mostly small bones.
Do you know what the wizard wants from you guys?
I don't. He gives us things.
Like what?
He helps us protect tunnels. He gives boomsticks to some of other kobolds.
Moonsticks?
Boomsticks.
Boomsticks. Boomsticks, huh?
Are those the scepters I got?
You can assume.
Does the wizard use a specific entrance every time he enters?
I don't know. I usually see him once he's in there.
How deep does that tunnel go?
Never seen the wizard use one of the entrances.
How deep does that tunnel go?
More long than deep, but usually, where the room we were in, lots of those rooms stacked up, maybe 10 rooms stacked up is the deepest it goes in that area. But then it goes long and up the mountains.
Would any of these entrances be visible if we're in that sky ship?
We usually try to disguise entrances. If somebody is coming out of them or going in, it might be easy to see. Harder to see if not close.
But you would have an idea of where it is.
Kind of shakes his head a little.
Mm-hmm.
Might be worth going up and just kind of scouting him out.
How are the entrance, or how is this entrance covered?
Dirt that was messed up.
It was essentially like almost there was like a leaf cover that had different parts of it that were woven together to make almost like a blanket that looked like underbrush, stuff like that.
Okay.
Very primitively, I guess I would say. Very, very basic. This was not a magical enchantment to hide this entrance.
I think we should go open the ship.
Down for that.
I want to use my cantrip, produce flame, just in a small patch of grass in this area to kind of burn it, so that it kind of marks this area.
Okay, got it. Yeah, absolutely. You can take a little time to do that. You can burn pretty much as big of a patch as you would like.
Yeah, just like a small little 5-foot cube.
Got it.
Burn a tree down.
So after a little bit of walking, you see the familiar form of the Crimson Zodiac fly above, waiting for everybody to head back up on it. Well, hit the belt to rappel back up, and are all brought up to the deck of the Crimson Zodiac. Goko, the entire time, Anion, you use your belt and it shoots up and hooks on to one of the loops that are up on the deck, and you hear just a huh? And then as soon as you start moving, it's just ah! The entire way up with no idea of what's going on. Everybody hears Kobold yelling. But all of you land here on the deck of the Crimson Zodiac.
Real quick, can I retcon one thing? I was busy reading, so I didn't get a chance to say it. Can I set a hunting trap around that the entrance?
Do you have a hunting trap?
I do.
If you have a hunting trap, sure. Yeah.
I would like to set a hunting trap.
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
believe I only have one.
Yeah, takes a little extra time, but you can do that for sure.
Gonna maim another kobold.
No, it doesn't deal damage.
The enemy of kobold feet.
Yeah, right.
Only
Foot
hurts a
snatcher.
little bit. And yes, I only have one. All right.
Okay, yeah, easy enough. Put up the hunting trap. And all of you are here on the deck of the Crimson Zodiac. Captain Larizondo's up at the top and takes off his metal band over his eyes and says, word was sent to the Starosta, and we can make any additional messages if you need. But where should we be going next?
That's the kobold.
Captain goes, yeah, is that a new crew member, or what's going on here?
It's a good question.
This is a
My
friend.
good friend Goko.
He's what you would call a prisoner.
Friend.
A hostage.
Friend.
A snake rider.
Yeah, he's also a snake rider. Well, he was.
You just hear slight from me.
Goko just goes, hi. Just very confused. Right, well. And Goko, where he's still sitting on Anion's shoulders, just kind of points. We're going over there.
Can I do an insight check? Make sure you're telling the truth.
Ooh, sure. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
I would like to help him with that.
Sure.
I got 16.
16. Seems like he's telling the truth. He doesn't want to, but you also get just a sense of, I think that Goko realizes now he's off the ground. He's not in his realm anymore. So he's being truthful to save his own skin. Captain Larizonda says, well, we're off then. Goes back up onto his little circular platform, puts the band on. You see some of the crystals on the platform start to glow. Raises his hands up a bit. Starts to shift slightly as the Crimson Zodiac moves over to the Silver Quell Ridge And as you do, the setting itself just kind of gets a lot less forest-like. As you move up the mountain range, the trees give way to rocks, give way to just less and less living plants and green things, more boulders, cliff faces. But it's a fairly quick trip overall. I would say about 30 minutes to get to the range, and then a little bit closer to where the kobold is pointing. Mhm.
Sorry, I was gonna say during that time, I want to make a point to talk to him, being Gogo, and let him know that the Sarosta isn't necessarily looking to persecute kobolds. She is wanting, likely, the leader and the wizard, and try and reassure him that they're not trying to like commit genocide. They just want these attacks and the kidnappings to stop, and this is just kind of a means to that end. Don't know how comforting that would be, but just, if kind of gathering that, he was talking about how his clan was there and stuff, that we're not like trying to find these entrances so we can go and just wipe out the entirety of his people. It's not what we're trying to do.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Okay, that was a 14, so not great, but
I would say with a 14, he listens. You do see a little bit of sense of consideration, as much as you can for a kobold. A little bit of thought put into it overall. That being said, he does not respond in any other way. He just kind of is like,
I pointed where you need to go.
understandable. Just for what it's worth.
You see a sense of understand, like specifically when you mentioned they just want to save those who are being kidnapped. A sense of understanding in that moment, but it quickly shifted back to just memories of the last few minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
Pretty fresh.
Pretty fresh.
Still Friendship is a powerful thing.
Still bleeding.
Can I just do a general knowledge check or history check on just kobolds, like what I know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll a history check.
12.
12. Okay, 12 is at that point just a general knowledge that kobolds are a very low form of dragon, a humanoid form of dragon, almost in a sense similar to Dragonborn, but essentially considered a lower version of. Many of them, rather all of them, speak Draconic. In the past, there may have been specific draconic gifts or a dragon almost sponsoring a kobold colony or kind of making them his servants or his slaves to do his bidding, or his or her bidding, depending on the dragon. And they're predators overall. They are very pack based. When there's a lot of them there, they are better fighters. That is the whole point. Is they often win large fights by ambushing, by having 20 kobolds versus 4 people, by having outnumbering. They breed quickly. They often, very often, stay underground. And I would say with the 12, you would know that they are actively avoid the sun. They feel they are like their eyes in particular are not adjusted well to the sun, which, as you're thinking about it here, kind of brings back the fight that happened before in the hole, the one that happened with the flying kobolds. That was out in sunlight without them seeming to lose much combat prowess. So you think about that a little bit and the oddity of that, but that's what I'd say you get so far.
So in Draconic, can I ask? Because I speak Draconic.
Oh shit.
So can I ask the Kobold? I guess a little more in depth because he's been speaking broken language. If all the entrances are guarded.
Go ahead and let's do another persuasion check. I'll give you this one at advantage because you're speaking Draconic.
17.
17, got it. He would respond back in Draconic specifically. The entrances higher up the mountain are guarded, but the farther that you go up the mountain, the less guarded they are.
Is this the highest entrance?
The one that he had pointed to, he says, this would be the middle entrance.
Okay, so less guarded than the other one. Why does he think the leader is using this specific entrance?
He kind of continues to speak in Draconic and asks you without answering, do you trust the people who you fight with?
I trust the people I fight for.
There are some kobolds in our group who have believed that the decisions that Grexos is making do not benefit everyone. We are sacrificing ourselves for whatever Grexos is sending us to do. Not all the kobolds have come back when they go on missions.
Do you know where they've gone on missions?
Somewhere up in the mountains. I think that Grexos knows of another tunnel system. Something to do with old mining shafts. And he hasn't shared it with everyone. Only a special few who he takes with him on these trips in.
Does he know of? Do you know of anyone that has gone on these special missions?
I had a brood brother, a few years older than me, who had gone on them to start, but stopped coming back about 2 months ago.
I'd like to ask him if he's hungry in Draconic.
I am hungry, yes.
I'll give him some food and something to drink, I guess. Something on the ship. Some of the deer that we killed, maybe.
Okay. Just
See if that helps him trust us a little more, I guess.
okay. Got it. Takes it and
So
eats it.
also, I'd like to, after offering him the food or giving him the food, I'd like to reiterate my question: why he thinks the leader is specifically using this salt?
Why the leader's using this one?
Yeah, because you said he didn't answer me last time.
Yeah. He says,
Leader doesn't say specifically where they're going each time, except to those going with. More of a hunch on my part. But I don't have much else to go on, and it seems like these other people will kill me if I don't give an answer.
Nah, I won't let that happen.
Okay. I'd like to rappel off the ship and kind of scout the area stealthily with my hood on.
okay. Okay. You throw your hood on. Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
24.
24. Got it. So I would say everybody sees Schley put on the cloak and jump off the side, and then have a hard time finding him once he hits the ground.
Can I do either insight or perception, see if I notice any tracks going off in any directions or anything?
I would say track specifically would be more on the survival side. You can roll survival check for that one.
Okay. Ooh, sheesh, that's only 8.
8, yeah, it's tough. It's mostly rock here. There's not like dirt for the tracks to imprint in. So what you're looking for is gravel that's been moved, or in a very specific pattern that looks like footprints. Hard to find anything though.
What about pathways? Maybe
Pathways?
not
Not really. No trails or pathways. It's mostly rocky crag, rock face. There is places where you can walk, and there's not a path necessarily, but there are kind of ways that you can walk, and it's not steep right here.
Okay.
There's elements of that, but there is places where you can walk to. It's mostly at a pretty steep gradient.
Okay, and also would that mean that I don't see the entrance to this hole?
I would say so. Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Are you down there by yourself?
Yeah, I'm fully stealth.
Okay.
Stealth. If somebody else has stealth, I mean, the more the merrier.
Yeah, I mean, I would go with him.
Okay. You guys would see after Schley heads down, Crane and Kip also rappel down as well.
Yeah, I want to be stealthily looking around for sure.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll stealth check for each of you two then, for Kip and for you.
Boost of Elven Kind. That's a 22.
And how about Kip? If you're taking Kip, that's your choice if you want to take Kip.
I want to leave Kip up there.
Okay, sure. Got it. Then 22 it is.
Maybe he sees the entrance.
I guess, yeah, I'll help him look around.
If you guys are trying to notice each other, you can find each other. I'm not going to make you you come down and you rolled high enough stealth that you can't find each other. So
came out of nowhere, man. God damn.
Yeah, if you wanted a survival too, you can give a survival
as well. 6.
6.
Yeah, we're not doing well.
All cliff. It's all rock face.
Anion looks around. Are we all going? And he puts one foot towards the edge. Looking at anybody to give him any sort of information.
I'm staying.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay put till we have something concrete.
I'll join.
All right, well, that was 2 no's and 1 yes. I'll stay put.
Okay. So Malice heading down as well. Rappel down. If you're trying to be stealthy, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
$19.
19. Okay, pretty good all around for everybody. We've got 19, 22, and 24. I think so. Pretty good. Okay. So the 3 of you meet up. Malice, if you want to try, I will say this is the last survival check here at this point. At this point in this place for trying to find.
I'm like, me and Schley know it's not over there.
16.
16. Okay. With the 16, Malice, you don't find any tracks or anything that would indicate a specific path or trail or opening, but you kind of catch a scent of something, and you go and take a look. You do find some kobold shit. There's just a pile of it on the ground, and that is how you kind of get any idea of where anything is. And now that you found that, you can pick up there are empty spots where the gravel was, leading away from that.
When you said pick up, I was like, oh, please don't pick it up. I was like, oh no.
He's a ranger, man. He's got to take a little,
I gotta take a sample.
Oh yeah, I know where they are. Yeah, right.
This is definitely
Light
kobold
it on
shit.
fire in front of the entrance.
But with that, you do find a kind of path of kobold feet from there You fall at about 30, 40, 50 feet. And what you see is essentially a flat rock that seems to be overhanging another one. And you kind of push it up just a little bit. You hear the grinding of rock on rock. And you see that there is a hole in the actual rock here. And it looks like there's almost a little makeshift steps that are carved in kobold sized down into the muck.
I'll call the guys over. Over here. Found something.
Crane and Shelly, you guys did.
Well, we're still completely stealthy, yeah? Or did the rock
Yeah, you
noise-
guys are all still stealthy for sure.
You guys want to report back or?
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
I could also do a little produce flame to let them know we found something.
I like that.
So I'm gonna kind of hold my gun up and just do like a quick produce flame, just like a flash.
A little fire flare up in the sky. Cores, Cadence, Anion, you all see a little mote of fire flying up into the sky. Recognize it as Crane's produce flame.
Immediately. What am I doing with our friend? Am I bringing him? Am I leaving him? What am I doing?
I mean, we're not gonna leave him here.
What's the carry around this?
You see Skizrak kind of pull her head up over the railing.
Oh, I can handle him if you need him to stay here.
Yeah, does the Crimson Zodiac have like a brig or anything?
All right.
You hear Captain Larizondo, oh, we are very well equipped to carry those who don't necessarily want to be on the ship.
All right.
Well.
Coco, are you going to be nice?
Yes, my name is Coco.
That's not what I asked. Are you going to be nice if I leave you here?
Yes, I will. Look,
He doesn't say look, he's a kobold.
Bro, you're not friends. Like,
if nothing attacks me, I attack nothing.
I'm going to roll insight to make sure he's not telling truth, or that he is telling truth.
Dude's got one leg. What's he gonna do?
I don't know, man.
bleed on
First
something.
Oh, well, really glad I have advantage. For insight, that is 15.
15. It seems he's being honest, but he is insanely apprehensive about everything happening here. And, you know, he seems like he's at least being honest about if nothing attacks me, I will attack nothing.
All right, I put him down in the closest chair near me. And I'm going to jump off.
And as everybody moves off of the ship here, if that's what everybody's doing, you would all see Skizrak coming up from the... So it's the way the front of the ship is set up is there's a small little door. I can't think of the name. A vertical, like you'd go into an attic or something. And you see her coming back out, but this time, rather than normal, where she just has the flight suit on, you see a couple things at her waist. You do see that there's a dagger there. You do see something that looks like it's probably a flintlock pistol as well, at least of some kind of design. But she does have come back out equipped a little bit more than just with what she normally has. But you all, I guess I should say, is everybody heading down now at this point?
Oh, I figured we just camp the entrance and wait for that dude to come back. I didn't know we were going in.
That's up to you guys, I guess. I guess that's what I'm asking.
I mean, well, we're not all together, but I would say this would be a good chance that. What time of day is it actually?
Right now, I would say we're probably afternoon, in like the 3-4 range, where the sun's getting a little low in the sky, but it's still very much daytime.
They said he'd be back at dark.
It might be time
But
to
also-
take a long rest
Mhm.
and take shifts
And-
and see if we see anything.
And if he's using this entrance, I'm pretty sure unless this ship has a cloaking device, that a large airship might be a deterrent from coming through. So we might want to go elsewhere, or maybe make like camp on the ground or something a little less obvious.
Touche.
I'm really good at being stealthy and disguise. I got a disguise kit. I'm a rock. I am a boulder.
Just make yourself look like a snake rider. It'll be fine. But yeah, I'm totally game for a long rest because I am spent.
I'll take first shift then. Are we resting on the ground, or is there like a cloaking device on the ship?
There's not a cloaking device on the ship, if you're asking.
Yeah, probably best to not leave the ship directly overhead.
Yeah.
That's late game. Yeah, that's late game stuff, guys.
Gnomes couldn't help us out, I guess.
Yeah, they haven't been very helpful up to this point.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, the one-legged thing was probably more helpful.
The thing? He has a name.
No good.
Took away his snake and his
No
leg
good.
and his identity.
He's only got one thing to hop on. His name is now Pogo.
This kobold's making me want to display Varric tendencies.
No.
What was that from Malice?
I said he only has one leg to stand on.
Oh.
I think then making a camp on the ground. I am fine as far as health points go, but I would like to try and rest if possible so I can get my spell slots back, because especially like silvery barbs ain't got shit.
Yeah, I don't have anything, and I want to take some time to use this familiar scroll I got. If I'm familiar.
Ooh.
Your boy needs to heal.
Flynn, I know you need a long rest because you have spells too. I can take first shift.
I think it's worth probably having multiple people take first shift. But if you are intent on taking the first shift by yourself, Kip doesn't have to sleep, and he can help you.
Okay.
Dope.
So everybody makes a little makeshift camp here. I'm assuming off to the side, not directly.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I'll just assume that.
We're parked right on top of the big rock. They have to move to get in.
Got it. So Schley, you stay up with. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna ask if anyone has like an arcane alarm or anything that we could put on there. I don't, but just wanted to double check.
I do actually. Magical so imbue a tiny non-magical object with a magical property of your choice. A 5-foot radius of light or up to a 6-second long recorded message. Emits an odor or a non-verbal sound. And it can include up to 25 words of text. So I guess I would like to tie maybe a rope around the front of the hole and imbue that rope with the sound of like an alarm. If something crosses.
Would the rope not be obvious? Could we put like...
I can use my disguise kit to disguise the rope.
Could you? I was thinking like if we took a pebble and like since it's a lid that has to lift up.
This is like
he
hides the rock.
If you put the
pebble, that's smart.
Yeah, because if you put the pebble on it, then when they lift it, then it has to roll down.
Yeah, that works for me. Same thing. Sounds like an alarm. It goes whoop whoop. Now, I'm like recording that with my sound. Like I'm.
I was about to say, please tell me you have to record it into it.
Well,
Are you talking about magical? This is the magical tinkering.
Magical tinkering, yeah.
Now, can you set it to do it like a triggered way?
It's a.
Oh yeah, you can do whenever tapped by a creature.
Yeah, it just like has to get touched. So if it gets moved or touched, it like sounds. I was gonna do that to my bedroom on the ship.
Okay. So whenever a magical thing that you imbue is tapped by a creature, it emits a recorded message, and you want to have it go whoop whoop whoop.
Yeah.
So wait, how
Okay.
small or big does it need to be? Any size?
It says tiny object.
Real tiny.
Because my thought is if they actually have to touch it versus having it like roll off, that might be a little bit more challenging.
Can I just do the lid?
That's
That
too
just-
big.
Too
Yeah,
big.
Too big.
Could you put like
Maybe-
a rock on top of it?
Well, but if they have to touch it, so my thought is like if you put like a pebble on like the first step, then they either like walk on it or like kick it off or like pick it up to move it so they don't trip.
That works for me too. I'll do it to okay. So 3 different rocks. I'm going to because I can do it 4 times a day. So I'm going to use 3 different rocks, all with different alarm sounds.
Okay.
So like one's gonna sound like a police siren.
Okay.
What does that sound like, Flynn?
Whoop, 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 whoop. And the other one's gonna say, "Hey, there's a guy over here."
Okay. Okay, got it.
And the third?
Oh no, the third one was just the first sound. Whoop,
Got it.
whoop.
Okay, cool.
And then, hey, there's a guy over here. Okay, got it. So, those are set up, and everybody makes camp. For the sake of this, let's have Crane roll a D100.
Uh-oh.
$71.
Okay. Got it. Okay. So, Schley, you hang out with Kip while everybody else falls asleep. This is your first full watch, full shift, full fight here with the crew of the Crimson Zodiac. And you think back on your time here in Wildmount, what led you to Hupperduke, what led you to knowing Percival DeRollo in the first place, and his recommendation and request that you join the crew here. You look at Kip, this odd creature, a large mechanical steel defender, weighs hundreds of pounds, just kind of. It's a weird thing because it's something that is lifelike, but yet sits there as a statue, just sitting there. It's not like the normal wagging of a tail or moving to become more comfortable. It's a little unsettling for you. So you kind of call Kip over for a second just to see some movement. But, go ahead and roll perception check for your time on watch.
Ooh, shoot. Sorry. Lost my phone. You're 23.
23, that's pretty good.
19 and I have a +4.
Okay. With a 23, you do hear something off in the distance about 200 feet away at one point. You kind of get up behind a rock, very stealthily look up and look over. You do see a large brown bear that is just kind of walking the mountain. Doesn't seem to notice the party. But you do catch that it's there. And kind of make a mental note, stay hidden. And it continues, moves on. Besides that, you don't see anything for your shift.
Cool.
Josh, I had a question for you.
Sure, hit me with it.
Would I have enough time to copy the scroll into my book and also cast a ritual cast Find Familiar? Because it's 2 hours for the scroll.
It's
and
2 hours. That would be your downtime. I mean, I would say yes overall. It would take an extra hour.
Yeah.
So you can only have 2 hours where you're doing stuff like not sleeping with slide activity. So that's fine for copying it down. If you wanted to take an extra hour after the rest, that would be fine. but you couldn't roll it into the 8 hours.
Okay.
Who's got second shift?
I'll do second.
I mean, when are these shifts being done at?
Just every couple hours. Yeah.
So, like, I will take second shift if I can also get my full 8 hours in.
Yeah, taking shifts isn't stopping anybody from doing a full rest for sure.
Okay, just wanted to double check.
So Cadence and Malice on this one. Two of you?
Mhm.
Kip will also stay up with whoever is taking shifts.
Got it. So the two of you wake up for second shift. Schley lets you know about the bear that had passed by, but nothing really else going on at this point. Anything the two of you doing on the watch for your little bit of downtime here?
No, just meditate.
Yeah, just watch. Normally, this is something that if it was not in a stakeout type situation, I would probably be playing music. So I'm a little restless, kind of just being extra attentive to kind of focus some of that energy that would normally be exported, via music.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Let's have both of you roll perception checks.
Okay. Fucking hey. 4.
18.
It's like can't do anything today.
Cadence feels that restlessness and is not great at taking watch. Mostly ends up kind of looking off to the skies or being distracted in that wanting to play music. Malice, you have a little bit better time of it with your keen elven eyes. You're able to look out and look over the ridge, seeing if you can see anything. Keep an eye out for anybody. Don't see much movement at all. There are some birds flying, which is a bit odd happening at night, but you do look up and see a couple birds flying over. But that is mostly it. Yeah, not much going on here for this shift as the two of you finish up. I will say it is towards the end of this shift that you start to hear boop, 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 boop.
Oh,
And you
wake the
hear
group.
kind of loud, kind of speaking in Draconic about what's going on. And some,
Do I hear what's going on?
I would say actually, Schley, if you speak Draconic, you hear specifically, this entrance is not safe. Something is here. Run.
I would like to announce that to the group and chase.
Same. I've got dark vision, so.
I do too.
Same.
So do
I
I.
do
So does
not.
Kip.
I've been there, man.
I also have eyes.
You also have ice. Okay, got it. All right. So who's chasing here? Who's going after? What's happening here?
Schley is going.
So we didn't finish a long rest, did we?
No, this is in the middle of a long rest here.
Oh, yeah.
So, well, I mean, I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
see
not-
anything, but did anyone else see actually who it was? If it did look different from just regular kobolds or not? Are we just gonna chase some regulars, or are we waiting for the leader to come?
Well, either way,
I'm not sure.
they're trying to announce the entrance isn't safe. So whether they're regulars or
Mhm.
not, if we kill them, they can't report that
Or contain them.
or contain them.
We could make friends.
Schlei's here to slay.
We made enough friends.
My goodness.
Yeah, I'm in pursuit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crane's not even talking about it. He's already running.
I've been running.
Got it.
Funny way to put that after the siren noises. He's just holding the thing. Just wee.
Okay, got it.
How far is the first one from me, actually, when they announced that the entrance was escape?
Well, I would say you guys would be out of line of sight,
Okay.
trying to be hidden from that. If you guys were trying to stay a little bit away, but within earshot, I would say probably 60 feet away. That's like not line of sight, though. You'd have to travel a little bit to go and catch them. What I'd say, let's do this. For anybody who wants to start to run after them, or who is running after them at this point, let's go ahead and get an athletics or acrobatics for how well you can run along the mountain here.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Truly. Okay.
How dark is it?
I got 26. 19 plus 7.
Damn nice. It's pretty dark at this point. Yeah, full nighttime. Yeah.
Athletics,
I-
acrobatics.
Would I be rolling at disadvantage?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Because it's not a perception check.
What was it specifically?
Athletics or acrobatics.
Shit, okay.
I would say cores based on your background. No.
Would I be?
God damn it.
I would say dark vision is specifically perception checks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say go for the straight roll.
Okay.
I rolled 11.
I eat shit.
I
I
rolled
rolled
an
a
8.
6.
22.
I rolled a 5. The only reason I got 11 was because of plus 6. This is the one thing I'm good at, and I'm not good at it this time.
I'll be looking for Schley and Crane.
I'm the one that rolled 26. I got
26.
19 plus 7.
I got a 9,
God damn.
and Kip got a 23.
Oh shit!
Oh, yeah. Kip's on my ass.
So
He's got 40 feet of movement too.
yeah, Crane, Malice, and Kip. Is that right? No.
Schley.
Not Crane. Yeah, Schley. I just realized you got a Schley and Crane, you assholes. That's super close. Schley. Okay, Schley. So Schley, Malice, and Kip. So, Crane, you don't necessarily see what Kip sees like a familiar would, but Malice and Schley, the two of you are the fastest. You are able to move around, jump around quickly here up in this mountain range, mostly due to your heritage and your light-footedness. And the two of you start right away. What you see is that there is a group of kobolds here. One of them does have a kind of large headdress and kind of ornamental staff. And for the rest, I'm going to say give me a perception check for Schley and Malice. I would say you can throw Kip in there too, just to see what Kip sees, but
I don't know what his perception is, but he has a passive perception of 14.
Okay, we'll just use that then. It's like Kip can't really communicate that with anybody.
I got a nat 20. Dude, these new dice are fucking lit. My
What's
last dice suck. I got
what's the total?
24.
And Malice, how about for you?
11.
11. Okay, got it. So Malice, it's a little bit harder for you to see, but you do see that there are kobolds here. With an 11, you do catch just like a puff of white hair. That's about it. You don't really see much beyond that. Schley, you see that some of these kobolds, there are two kobolds here who are carrying gnomes behind them. They're like dragging them behind them. There are two gnomes here. You do see that there is a kobold wearing a headdress style outfit. You see they have some kind of beast with them. It looks like some kind of can almost see light coming off it. It's kind of hard to tell, but they do kind of have some beast that has smoke coming off of it too. It's quite large with them, and a total of, not including the one with the headdress, another 6 kobolds.
How far are they from me?
Currently, I would say 50 feet, because they're moving, you guys are moving, and they are moving in the opposite direction of where you're at.
Can I steady and shoot a bow shot at the one with the headdress?
At the what?
The one with the headdress?
Yeah, if that's what you're trying to do. Yeah, go ahead and roll an attack roll.
Who has the sending stone?
Either me or Crane. I'm not sure.
23.
23, okay.
Yeah, I mean, if I haven't, I can give
I'm pretty
a call.
sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Crane. He called.
Crane was the last to say, "Hey, let's report to Larizondo to go talk to Storsta Emma." It's up to you guys if you would have taken possession of it at that point. But I'll leave it up to you guys to decide, Cadence or Crane.
I mean, either way, we're both fucking way back. So, for the sake of it, I'll just say I still have it. And I don't know what's going on, but I would probably still at that alarm, especially after I realize I am not catching up. So that's not a good thing. Message over to the Crimson Zodiac and let them know that the entrance has been used, and we'll report back when we know more.
We could have them en route to help.
Yeah. I'll. Yeah. I will say that the alarms that Crane set went off, and that we are in pursuit. And I'm assuming then that Larizondo and them would want to come up from wherever their hiding spot is and assist with that.
Okay, got it.
I'll express that many of us tried to run, but only some of us made it. So we are not as effective up here as we would hope to be.
Okay, so with that, then Schley, 23 hits against this leader here. Go ahead and roll your stupid high assassinate damage that's about to happen.
Uh,
The assassin subclass is so nuts.
21 damage. Oof.
21 total. Okay.
2 and a 1 on the last one. That's tough.
21 damage to the leader. As it hits, you hear him yell out, "Ah!" And in Draconic, only you can hear, "Enemies! They're here! Go! Take the gnomes! We'll fight with the Magma Belcher."
They'll fight with the what?
The Magma Belcher.
Oh, God.
That thing's about to burn flames.
And with that, that is where we will end the session for the day.
No! You shot my friend.
They're not your friends.
Not anymore.
They're
And also,
gnomes. Do you want that?
Okay. Well, this is going to be an interesting combat to start next time. I think it'll have to be... I have all of these rolls set aside to figure out how things will get started and play out from here. But very excited to see how this plays out. Cool. I didn't do housekeeping at the beginning of the session, so I'll do that real quick here. We use music from a couple different places. Filmmusic.io and also Official Critical Role. Welcome to Taldori. Welcome to Wildmount. All wonderful music. All information down in the panels. Links to purchase the albums or find more information or license them for yourself. Highly, highly, highly recommend. But that is going to be it for our Crimson Zodiac crew here today. We'll be back in a couple weeks to figure out how this goes down from here and see who survives and who doesn't. But with that, we'll catch you next time.